Greetings, Clobberers. It's Clobbering times. Clobberonimo. Issue number 300 and something or other for YouTube. It doesn't say the whole thing on here anymore for some reason. But
Clobberonimo? That's a new one. And I like it. That's a gooder.
I have a soundbite of it, the thing saying it from the old cartoon, but I can't.
So that's a gooder.
I would play it if I could, but I can't convert it to an MP4.
Oh.
I don't know how.
Really? I can do it.
We both can do it.
Yes.
Good. It's the thing from the old cartoon. Clobberonimo. Paul Frees saying it. I used to play it all the time. I used to play it all the time on my old show. Welcome everyone to Clobbering Times. CLOBBY'S Clubhouse number maybe 20. I can't look at it right now. I don't have
math is hard.
That's what number we. Let's say some hellos to our friends who are popped in here right away. The great Eric Wrencher of Bronze. What's up, Bronze Wrencher?
Love you.
Good to see you there, brother. Who else is up in here? J-Man.
Hey.
Jay, good to see you there, brother. The great Lord Thoth Avon lives. Long live the Legion, bro.
LT.
And Avon is really living because, well, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk
Avon's
about Avon.
Annoying.
I love Avon. Avon's the greatest. Don't be
right
dissing
now,
Avon.
where I'm at, Avon's annoying.
Of course, that's why he's so great. I love annoying.
Just wait till he blows up the Death Star.
Zachariah, just wait till he kills it, chops everybody's head off, and puts them in a bag. Oops, spoiler.
What?
Zachariah, not everybody, just a few of them. Let's see. Phantom Outsider, what's up, buddy?
Dun, 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 dun.
Hungry boy, or hungry
boy,
or actually hungry for a 1970s style Ladies of Blake 7 calendar. I'm all for that one, brother. Make it so, number one. Chris Persia, bro, what's up?
Evening, Chris.
What's up, buddy? Our Canadian Wrench Master. Always a pleasure, buddy. Let's see here. Sorry, I had to hold my chat back. Hello, buddy. What's up, super sir?
The real super sir.
Indeedishness. Let's see here. I think I'm up to speed. So, welcome everyone, and please, Andy Masterson, what's up, buddy?
Andy,
great to see you. Well, chatters, please, and clubbers, all say hail to my wonderful, beautiful first officer, the amazing RM Raquel Briggs, and
hey, everyone.
Indeed, and of course, the great chief engineer Mark D. with a C, joining me tonight for CLOBBY'S Clubhouse.
Hey, welcome. Thanks for having me. Yep.
And the crowd goes wild.
Indeed. And of course, before we get started with the show notes, I want my wonderful first officer to tell us about her literary works as well in fiction, which are available to launch here if I put the right link in, yes, I did. Really.
That's incredibly generous of you, and I'm never going to stop thanking you for that. Yeah, folks, I write some little short stories. I'm just a humble little indie writer, no one important. But I'm selling the stories for less than $1, only 75 cents American, and you can get them on Amazon, and you can also get them through your Kindle device. But on Amazon, you can download them onto any device you'd like. And all you have to do is look up R.M. Briggs. And if you like the old Twilight Zone, if you like Edgar Allan Poe with a lot of irony, maybe some puns, a little bit scary science fiction, then you might like my stories. And thank you for your support.
Indeed, everyone. Sorry, I was eating a peanut butter M&M.
Peanut butter M&M. So it definitely wasn't wearing high heels then.
No, I'm not misgendering my M&Ms.
I love peanut butter M&Ms. Yep.
Me too.
I could eat like 7 of them, 10 of them at a time. So that's be an equal number.
Yeah, like a full handful.
But one works as well.
But not the whole family size bag, though. You never buy the whole family size bag and eat that all in one sitting.
I like to eat them and then
because it's gonna roll me down the hill. Yeah.
Oh,
no, that's perfect. Then you know what you do is you dump them, the entire bag, into a bag of extremely hot buttery popcorn, and then you put one hand you put a napkin. In the other hand, you put a pop, usually like let's say orange pop or cherry pop, and then in the middle of your legs, you squeeze the bag of popcorn, and that is how you do a proper feed bag sesh for TV, for movies. Just try it.
Wow,
Go all
that'll
in.
work. Write it down, everybody. Show notes, everyone. Okay, let's see. Saturday night Star Trek, same Trek chime, same Trek channel, finishing up, almost getting close to finishing up, season 5 of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh yeah,
4 more episodes.
Hey, the lovely Sherry just walked through the door. Hey, gorgeous.
Sherry, lovely, beautiful Sherry. Great to see you there. Great to see you. Let's see here. What's that?
The answer, Hungry Boy, is yes. Canadians came up with all of these sugar, salt, carb combos to compensate for the cold weather. And I do love you.
Indeedishness. Absolutely. Monday night, and back to our old time schedule. Monday night, MARC Comics Talk. Superman Birthday Bash, the annual Clobbering Time.
Awesome.
Superman Birthday Bash. We did it last year. I've done it. I do it every year. I can't do, obviously, every year you can't do it on February the 29th every year, which is Superman's fictional birthday, because there is not one this year, so I'll get as close as I can to it. I will be talking, well, I don't know exactly what yet, but I will be having some fun talking about the world's greatest of the great superheroes.
Well, that's why it ages so slowly, right?
Hmm?
Yeah, if there's no 29, you have to leap towards it, right?
Well, in this case, I'll step back from it because it'll be the 28th. Max Redstone, what's up, buddy? Okay, don't look at, even though it won't really be spoilery, do not look at the chat tonight, Raquel. Because Max
why?
Because he knows Blake 7, or just glance at it, and he puts things in there sometimes from episodes.
Max, be a good boy.
Mark's seen that one. That's not a spoilery thing, but you just never know.
Well, really, no, that's not a spoiler. I just
I'm just saying, you never know. Someone
but maybe he likes selling ham and cheese. I mean,
you know what's really weird is Max Redstone is like a serious, chronic, scary, like Blake 7 person. Like he's almost as weird with Blake 7 as Clobby and I are with Star Trek. It's unbelievable. Max Redstone is a serious Blake 7 fan.
He's almost. Well, he did not. I know you don't. I'm saying, but he's almost as sick as I am. Because Max, you might be. I don't know yet, Max. We're gonna have to talk soon.
What's
the
cure?
way he talks, you can tell that he has mega street cred as far as Blake's 7 goes. But I mean, Clobby, I mean, it's a lot to get to your level. I don't even think you're on the level anymore. You broke the thermometer because there are times when you and I are sitting together where you can go through an entire scene doing everyone's dialogue from the whole scene. And we've done that at like midnight, 1:30 in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. At 2 o'clock in the morning, you can remember whole scenes and everyone's line from every scene. And you know what episode I'm on if I just tell you what the costume is.
Yeah, because I'm forgetting the name of the episode. I'm asking Mike a question about it, and then he'll like, "Oh, that's up, Edge of Forever," and I'm like, "I just watched it. I can't remember the damn name of the episode."
I have a serious illness. No, Max, I don't want Max to think I was nailing up, calling him out on it. Max, no, I know that. I'm just saying. I didn't know if now that I know you didn't have to pay to tell me you don't do spoilers. I trust you, buddy. But there are 2 people here I know that I don't know. I haven't talked to Max in person much, or other than I've seen him on a couple of Gary's member streams. Right. We haven't talked yet about Blake 7, but I can tell by Max's post that he's not only a phenomenal limerick writer, he knows his Blake 7. I can tell by the way he posts, and only someone as sick as I am would tell. And Lord Thoth, whom I have talked at depth with about Blake 7, he's also up there with us. So
he's also sick in the head. Yeah,
Max, not quite. I don't know how sick he is, but he knows his Blake.
Max, I know Max. Max is a friend of mine, so I talk to Max outside of our channel and outside of our shows. So he is a deeply sick individual. And like I said, I bet you if he were hanging out with us at 2 o'clock in the morning, he might actually be able. I'm not sure if he can do whole scenes like you can, though. I wonder if LT can do whole scenes.
I can act out whole scenes, but it would be spoilery.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
problem.
don't do that.
Unless
I
Raquel
would
has
do
already
my-
watched the episode.
Not even do
yeah.
my Avon voice. But first of all, I want to get to Snail Messiah here because he wasn't Snail Messiah. Oh my goodness, you were too kind, sir, with this. I believe it's Danish Krona, $20 super chat. Twas my birthday, February 24th. I just wanted to all to cheer.
Aw.
Hey, happy birthday to you, sir! And I
Happy
wanted to thank you and show you that the comic books that you sent me came in.
No way.
Yes, way
You're
from
gorgeous.
the great Snail Messiah. Snail, thank you so much. You were too kind, my friend. And I showed this. JD Lewis, good to see you, buddy. I showed this to these pictures to a couple of buddies of mine who were hardcore collectors, and they were jealous because I got a buddy of mine that collects humor comics. He collects all kind of other stuff too, but he loves Beetle Bailey. He loves all that kind of stuff. And he collects older stuff like that, and he likes to get foreign comics from time to time. Don't be offended by the word foreign, you know what I mean, from comics from other countries. And he was pretty jealous of that. But thank you so much, sir. You were too kind to send that. I'm honored. I'm flattered. And that is just
Beautiful.
well, I hope you have or had. Well, today's the 24th, so still that for us. I hope you are having or had a wonderful birthday, my friend.
Generous and thoughtful, and wow.
Yes, indeed. And Max Redstone with the $2 super chat says, I don't put spoilers on my car or your chat.
My husband agrees.
What's that?
My husband also hates car spoilers. So Max can definitely hoist a pint with my husband for no car spoilers.
One more show note, everyone. Next Wednesday night, another CLOBBY'S Classics Comics review on Wildcard Wednesday night. My great buddy, the amazing 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser, will join me to review Daredevil Born Again by Frank Miller and Dave Mazzucchelli, the masterpiece. Miller's greatest work, in my opinion. We love this one, and we're looking forward to that, as we are looking forward to many. I got a bunch of these things ready. These comics reviews coming up, folks. These reviews
Nick's a sweetheart too. You're gonna have so much fun with him. I love Nick. Yeah,
I am now officially hooked on doing these comics review streams. I don't know about if anyone else is enjoying them, but I'm really loving them. So there we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, now Hungry Boy knows his Blake 7, by the way. JD's a fan. We got a lot of Blake 7 fans. I'm surprised how many Blake 7's fans we have here.
I'm brand new to Blake 7, but I will tell you this, that I'm on season 3, episode 1. I haven't finished it because I watch it very late at night, actually early in the morning, technically.
Aftermath. Oh, you've seen Star 1? Oh my God.
And I would definitely put Blake's 7 above Babylon 5. I think it's better science fiction. I think Babylon 5 is a little bit more like science fantasy. So it's already on season 3. It's already has a really high ranking for me because of how clever the writing is and the banter. The banter is exceptional. The writing is clever. It's science fiction. It's so wonderful and so enjoyable.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. It tickles me to hear that. Now you've seen Star 1. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you didn't stop at Star 1 though. You kept going, right?
Well, she's on the next one. It's Aftermath. So
yeah, but I haven't finished.
I couldn't stop watching as soon as, even though it was like 2 a.m. I'm like, oh crud, can't stop watching now.
Yes, it's got that cliffhanger that some other show that we're reviewing on Saturday nights kind of swiped from a little bit. These Fire,
yep.
Yeah. As you remember the episode at the end of Star 1. But oh my God, well there you go. There's some great Blake and Avon scenes, and that's some classic Avon bits in there.
Some outstanding dialogue. Like I think it was like maybe at 2:15 in the morning. There were a whole bunch of quotes that I was just going to send you over WhatsApp and just walkie-talkie them to you through WhatsApp. And then I was like, no, Clubby has a cold. I bet she's not feeling well.
He just has them all memorized already. He just
I know, but because he's my Star Trek soulmate,
that would have made me happy.
I have to I have to walkie-talkie them to him because then he's like, I love that line too. So it's great. And just like the banter is it's so well wrought. There's the dialogue is so exceptional.
So you have not seen Aftermath, just to clarify. You've not seen
yes,
Aftermath.
I haven't seen Aftermath. Not yet.
So she's about to start season 3. Now, the beginning of Star 1 has one of my favorite exchanges. Star 1, we'll put it like this: it's not spoilery to say that it's number 3 on my all-time favorite episode list. So.
Oh wow! Okay, good.
Yep. And I mentioned the other night. I finally did my ranking of all 52 episodes in order of my favorite.
Get out of town.
And then each rating, I gave instead of 1 to 10, I went 1 to 7 plus. Okay. Because 7, it's be silly. So the top 10 has a bunch of 7 pluses in there, and Star 1 is one of my favorites. That episode once inspired me so much back in the 90s. I actually wrote sorry, I thought that was me doing that by accident. You go ahead. Yes, it is a top 10, and I have a lot in my top 10, only 10. And it made me actually come up with a story for why you could almost take the Blake Seven's future from the Star Trek future. In other words, and no, I wouldn't want to do that for real. However, Andromedans, 1,000 years later, Kelvins, they're all mushy, squiggly beings and stuff. But that scene where Avon kills the thing and it starts reverting the person, quote unquote, and he's the Andromeda, and he starts reverting the sludge, and the woman says, "What are they?" And he's unfriendly, which is fortunate, really. They'd be difficult to love.
I was actually going to WhatsApp walkie-talkie that entire scene to you because I was hysterical, and it was gurgling at that point. Such a great scene, like when it bubbles and then gurgles. It's sort of like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like when you've overcooked the pudding in the microwave, and it's such a great scene, and they'd be so hard to love.
Well, plus you had some great episodes. Like Gambit's a great episode when they go to the casino in space, and they the chess, speed chess.
I got Gambit at 4. Good.
Gambit at 4, and then you got the Keeper, which is a really good because it's like all boom 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 together, part of that same story. So
Gambit,
I got the Keeper
really
at 43.
Freaks me out because Gambit is it's trying at being literature. And I really, really enjoy when science fiction takes aim at literature and tries to tackle literature. And so here, you get, once again, and it's so funny because it's such a coincidence given the material we've been covering last week. But once again, you have this Beyond the Looking Glass, you have this very Alice in Wonderland, you have this Mad Hatter, you have these beautiful magical mirrors that are able to project, and their camera feeds, and it's just and this beautiful silver faces and the powdered wigs and just
Mardi Gras.
It's really, really wonderful and otherworldly and kind of scary and weird. Very much, it totally reminded me of Alice in Wonderland. And certainly, I'm not familiar with Mardi Gras proper. I only know of Mardi Gras, boobies and beads.
It's going on it's going on right now, actually.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, I need to get down there to experience that.
No,
hey,
you
Project
really don't.
Storytime's here.
Project Storytime, what's up, buddy? And Eric K with a $2 super chat. Thank you, my friend. He says, the show could have used Wesley, then Clobby's number 1. It would be, that's right. I know, now he can say it. He loves the line when they call it a 10 credit touch. He's been saying 10 credits touch for 2 weeks, Max. Star 1, the opening bit in Star 1 between Blake, Avon and Blake and the others, when right before when I could do every line of it exactly like that. I'm not going to do it to you all, but when they basically decide to go take Star 1,
theater.
Yeah, but when he basically says you can wade in blood up to your armpits, and you can lead the rabble to victory, whatever that might mean, as long as it's finished. And I want it finished. I want it over and done with. I want to be free. When Callie says, "You are free now, Avon," he goes, "I want to be free of him." And then Blake's just kind of, I never realized. You really do hate me, don't you? When we have dealt with
But then
Starbuck,
then he later tells him, Blake later tells him,
yes,
I've always trusted
that
you.
line right there. Yes, at the end of the episode, when he says,
"That's got good writing." Yeah.
When couldn't you bring yourself to trust me just this once, Avon? For what it is worth, I have always trusted you from the very beginning, and that look on Avon's face tells it. You got to understand something about Avon. He does not want to trust anyone. He does not want to let himself trust anyone.
Well, he's a criminal, and the thing is that he's also an intellectual criminal too. So the way that he takes things from people requires intellect and education. So he almost becomes unapproachable. And Pop Culture Republic just walked through the door.
Pop Culture
Republic. Hello, sweetheart.
Lee Anthony Davis. Hello there. Welcome.
Lee Anthony Davis is here. Oh, I didn't see. Oh, there we are. Hello, Lee. Isn't this a great comment here? Hungry Boy says, the powdered wigs cracked me up since it was Brit writers making fun of their Georgian past. But I have to tell you,
yes,
Hungry Boy, I think that those Georgian wigs, well, just the wigs in general, not just the Georgian period, but far and beyond. When you look at medicine at that time, using mercury to cure things, and the amount of terrible heavy metals and arsenic and things like that in everything they were using, lipsticks and powder and all these things, they were all bald. And so those wigs were the great equalizer, because of course, you couldn't tell that a man was bald because he would have on this lovely wig. And then of course, women would have these huge wigs that were big, like that cartoon character Marge Simpson. And it got to a point where they were so big for a period of time that some folks had little birds living in them, some like a little cage and they would put a little bird in it. Many of them were infested with fleas, and many of them were fed on by rats. Just a whole crazy period in British history. But that whole idea about men and women wearing wigs, and men at that time wearing high heels and not women, incredibly interesting part of our history. And I absolutely
men wore high heels in Britain.
Yes, it started in France actually, and so the French, what the French did was seen as very, very shishy, very chic, and so it quickly adopted by the bourgeoisie and even royalty at that time. So women could show their breasts because this was done in France, and yes, the beautiful high heels, men in those beautiful high heels.
So that's nothing new with guys. They're all, it's just like STD claiming they're doing everything for the first time. So men in France wore high heels, right?
Yeah, men traditionally wore high heels, and women started to wear high heels as a sort of sign of power. Personally, I miss men wearing good old-fashioned cowboy boots with a little bit of a heel. And I also miss, and my husband's quite tall, my husband's 6 feet, but I miss men wearing the Cuban heels. I also think that men look good, very good in those Cuban heels, the Cuban boots that are ubiquitous on TOS. I love those boots. I wish all men were still wearing boots.
The Cat and Red Dwarf used to wear those all the time. Oh,
yeah. Oh, Rogue Disney is here. Good evening, Rogue Disney.
Hi, Rogue Disney.
Hey.
So, Clobbering Times, the keeper to get extra points for that red dress that Jenna was wearing.
Oh, it was nice. Now Jenna was fun in that one, but I got that episode at 43.
Yeah, that was kind of a crazy episode, but they all flow together, and one, back to back to back, one story. So you keep. You just want to know what happens, so you just keep like, I got to watch that next one. Watch that next one.
I can't wait to talk to Max. I want to test Max. Not now, Max, unless you want to send it to like a, you can send it to me in an email. You probably, Max, I bet you wouldn't guess my number one in a million years. I bet you Blake 7 fan out there, and please don't put it in the chat because I would have to say it would be spoilery. You probably couldn't guess my favorite episode of Blake 7 in a million years, but if you know me, do it through another means, not this chat. If you want to take a guess at it.
Yes, Yes, and I believe that that is a challenge accepted, probably on Max's behalf. And Hungry Boy says the wigs were a bloody nightmare, to be honest, often hiding syphilis sores on the scalp. Not only did they conceal baldness and syphilis sores, and but the thing with the syphilis sores, just crazy. Of course, the one of the final stages, the nose would commonly rot off, and so they began making steel noses. And so many folks who see these villains nowadays, or they see them in these comic books, or they see them in these films, and they have this metal nose. That is where the metal nose comes from. It comes from folks trying to conceal that they have syphilis, of course, because it would show that they had been to the bawdy houses, and they had slept with the unsavories while married. And of course, married women were terrified of getting syphilis back then. Led to madness and all sorts of body parts rotting off. Gross.
Max, have spreadsheet will travel, reach the car. I'm a big time I'm a big time Paladin kick. I've been watching some Have Gun Will Travels. I get like that. Blake 7, just because we've been talking about Blake 7 the past couple nights, when I found out Raquel was watching it, every time she watches one, I go back and watch it. She doesn't know it, but I'm watching it at the same time she is probably.
It's glorious.
And then, even if it's one, and some of them were ones I rewatched them like 2 or 3, just 2 weeks ago for the hell of it. Again, for the 10 billionth time. And then when I heard I went back and did it again. And when Mark, and I was doing it when Mark was doing it too. He's in a different spot than her. I've been doing it with those too.
Raquel's catching up to me. I gotta start working out more. I gotta start.
Well, I do what I can. But when I like something, it's really easy for me to blow through it, even if I have to wake up early in the morning, or even if I don't have time for it. And I do have to say, Blake 7 is it's actual science fiction. And I don't find it hokey or low budget or any of those things. I don't know. Maybe it's because I grew up in the 1970s. But for me, I find it very immersive when when everything is models, and when it's very much like a local theater set where the quality of the surroundings are pretty much what you would see in a local volunteer theater, a very high-end local theater. What ends up happening is that if the writing is there and the writing rises to the occasion, it becomes the entire focus.
That's why Doctor Who's so big.
Yeah, and these characters become so important to you and so real to you, and you buy into it the same way you buy into theater when you go to a beautiful stage and you sit in the audience and people tell a story in front of you.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So Blake 7 has that quality. So for me, it's gorgeous. It's just so much fun. It's so smart, and it's just so well written.
I'm even though I'm just flabbergasted and I'm glad you're liking it so far. I was surprised that you would have this reaction to it, but I guess I shouldn't be, because we're Star Trek soulmates. But not only that, I mean, we have a lot of fans. I mean, you meet. It's funny how I don't know how the show's not more popular. We have so many more people out there. Every time you bump into somebody, you mention Blake 7. A lot of it's like everyone knows Star Trek, everyone knows Doctor Who, everyone knows Star Wars, but you find a lot of people go, Blake 7. Oh God, it was so good. I mean,
I just don't think I got the exposure. Didn't get the. It was just on PBS in the 80s, right?
It did in the 80s for a while. By the way, Lord Dantes says he knows the episode, knows my number one. I wouldn't be surprised. I bet you don't. I'm gonna challenge you on that.
LT's getting pumped. He's like, we need to have a Blake 7 night.
I ordered Blake 7 program guide. I have that, and I'm sounded like somebody. I have that. And Paul's, he got Paul. You got Paul Darrow's autograph.
Well, they're coming up with the new annual now too. I was reading there.
Man, I want those so bad. Those annuals. That annual. God, but I don't even have the other ones. I couldn't afford it. It was like $60. Doc, I can't wait, man. We're gonna do it, but now I was just gonna go ahead and do it relatively sooner. But I want to wait. I'm gonna definitely wait for Raquel. I might even wait for Mark. I don't know if I'm waiting for him.
Well, I'm on episode 3.9, sarcophagus.
What? I'm going to be blowing past you.
Well, I'm not going to go to sleep for the next 2 days. No, just kidding. There's only how many episodes left total? There's 52 episodes.
72 total. So you got a few more to go in the third season.
Yep. So
I want you to rank. Yes, I would love everyone to rank them if they want to anyway. So yeah,
I
yes.
would. Yeah, but
Rank
after
yours.
I watch it,
I
watch it, then I'm actually going to go and look on the internet. Okay, so like I don't even know what how to spell Servalan. I even asked Clobby because English people, they start saying a word and then they just give up on it. Like when they know someone named Emma and they say Emma, or like idea.
There you go, Raquel.
So I didn't know these things. So I've been asking Clobby because just so everyone at home knows,
there you go.
It's dangerous to look up Blake 7 on the internet because it's
Yes.
all spoilers. So I have made sure that I have not looked up anything. So after I'm done watching it, I will then look it up. I will learn how to spell everyone's names, like that beautiful mutoid. What's her name again? The first mutoid, the gorgeous first mutoid.
What episode was she in?
From Duel.
Yeah.
Duel, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna look all that stuff up, and then I will finally have access to the information. It's just when Clobby tells me, like when I watched The Prisoner, okay, everyone was talking about all these different people that have all these different episode guides. This is how you watch it, and blah blah blah. Well, I started watching it the way that others had recommended, and it was awful. So what I did is I actually went to Clobby's and I said to Clobby, "Can I have that list again, sweetheart?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'll send it to you right now. It's not my list. It comes off this blog, but here's an image of it. Go ahead." And when I watched it, the number one made so much more sense. The whole thing came together so much better. So the long and short of it is, when Clobby warns me about something, I listen. So I have stayed completely away from anything Blake 7 on the internet. I don't even dare look it up because I don't want to ruin it for myself. So I cannot wait to catch up and learn everyone's actual names, like how to spell them and stuff, and all of the different talk about the different episodes with people on the internet. It's going to be fab.
Yes, indeed. And I look, their episodes. I'm as brutal to Blake 7 as I am to Star Trek and anything else. Hungry boy. You mentioned that episode, and I won't mention it again because don't look at the chat. I have a lot of problems with that one. I got to be honest with you. Let me see where that one ranked. You sarcophagus you're on, right?
Yep. Well, I mean, I haven't started watching it yet. I finished. I finished. What was the episode before that?
I got it at 51.
Okay. So low on the list. Okay.
It's all right. Yeah, I mean it happens.
That's
all
right. Yeah, like, someone's got to be. One of them's got to be the worst episode. Can you tell us your worst episode?
Right. I'll tell you. I'll tell you this: the worst episode and the worst ones are still not "And the Children Shall Lead" or
they're as bad.
Not quite. I mean, they're not. Let's see. They're not alternative factor.
Hail.
Fire and snow, friendly angel, we will blow. Oh, sorry. But yes,
blow our cookies. No, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, Jacqueline Pierce though. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, I love her.
I thought The Web was a pretty poor episode.
Yeah,
but I didn't really hurt. It wasn't horrible.
I got it at 49.
Okay, yeah.
I'm brutal, man. I'm brutal with some episodes here, man. But yeah.
But, I mean, you love after a while, you love the characters, but watching that from the start, you're like, oh, this show wasn't so good so far. What's going on? But then same thing with everything. When you go back and watch an episode, even in Star Trek or TNG, you just love the characters so much. Except when the writing is not the characters. That's like an alternative factor where the writing is just so far off. You're like, Captain Kirk would never do that.
Yeah, the third season of TOS is all corporate Star Trek. I mean, DC Fontana and Gene Roddenberry had literally walked away from it at that point. They could not write for it, and the corporation was certain that they were able to finish it out, and they didn't interfere because, of course, they wanted it syndicated. So, but with Blake 7, I have the opposite effect. I find that the first season is weak, and it's good writing, but you don't feel any connections. Then all of a sudden in season 2, that first episode, the personalities come roaring in, and you have this horrifically almost caustic
Snail.
banter, and you're instantly engrossed. You're like, wow, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe that they're talking this way to one another, and they're taking these digs at one another, and then that's when it becomes believable that you're basically on a prison ship with a bunch of
Yep.
escaped
Snail.
prisoners.
Snail, by the way, good night and happy birthday to you. Thank you once again. Thank you for that so much.
Yeah.
See, I don't agree with Lord Doth. I really love Breakdown, man. That's one of my tops, man. I can't believe you said that one sucks. We're gonna have a very different. I mean, I got it at 21, man. I love Breakdown, but you got Horizon's a great one. Don't tell me you don't like Horizon now. And Thoth is too much, man. Come on. Animals is number 52 though. Animals is my worst one. But see, the other night when I was explaining my origin story about Blake 7, don't mention it to anyone here, and don't mention it to Raquel, because it would be spoiler for her to know that. So I can't even tell her that.
Yep, that's the problem. Yep.
That we were talking about the other night. So
Yeah,
In a
but
few
don't
weeks
be
it'll be done.
surprised or shocked by Scrooge McThoth. You give that man coal, and a week later he can turn it into a diamond. That's just the way he is. But we're gonna hash all this out once I.
Well,
see
plus
it.
LT's ratings, you always have to add a grade.
You do, because it's just like
tough.
half of it is that LT may actually just be annoyed. And
I love Blake. Look, but I in the first season, because I do believe it's not as strong as a season, but there are some great ones in there for me. And Breakdown's one of my favorite. Dude, you got Julian Glover. Come on, I love when that's when, of course, Gann's limiter broke down, and they had to go get it operated on. And I love that ending. When he's threatening the guy to hurry up and fix, he's dropped dime on him, and the Federation are on the way to attack them, and Blake's threatening him. This doctor, who's this brilliant neurosurgeon, and he says, do it in 20. He goes, or you'll kill me. Oh, no. In 20 minutes, I'm sending you back over to your ship. And if you don't complete, your threats don't bother me, at least, I shall destroy your hands. They got surgeon. I love
Maybe we
Breakdown.
won't go there yet.
And that was Julian Glover. That guy, this guy's been a baddie on Doctor Who two times, Blake 7, Empire Strikes Back, For Your Eye Bags Oldie, only For Your Eyes Only, the James Bond film, and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. That's a resume right there of super geekness. Julian Glover is an international treasure. I love that guy. Great actor, great villain.
Yep.
Yes. But yes, and it's the one thing that's not spoiler is telling rankings, really, but Animals is probably, I think, maybe the worst one ever. But here we go. Enough of that nonsense.
What's the one called with the living planet?
I love that. That was Trial.
Trial is very good. Any science fiction author who conceives of a planet as an organism, sort of like a bigger version of the Doomsday Machine. Although we don't know if the Doomsday Machine is like a creature or not. Anyway, I love the whole concept of a planet being an actual single organism.
I love
it. I just thought that was so cool, and I loved that the eggs they had evolved to not be able to be digestible in the oceans, which were, of course, digestive enzymes, or in the liquid hot magma.
I have Trial ranked at number 12. I can't really, but I agree with you on that big time, Max Redstone. That's an episode that Mark's just watched, but Raquel's not reached yet. Let's see here. Yeah. So, I can't. Yeah. Julian Glover, amazing. Lord Thoth, nonsense. You are the great one around here, sir. But I love, Trial's a top-notch one.
So, Max is talking about The Liberator at 44 minutes past the hour. He says, I'll say this. The most beautiful shot of The Liberator was at the end of City at the Edge of the World. The slow pan in from the three-quarter rear with the Dudley Simpsons glorious music. Glorious music. Max Redstone, sweetheart, you and I see eye to eye on this. You already know how I feel about model building. I think the Liberator is an absolutely gorgeous ship, and I love the modeling, and I just, that's one of the best things about this show.
See, that is true. Kirby came up with the Living Planet first. Ego, the Living Planet. I wasn't really.
Oh,
I never
really?
think. I know. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Anybody writing any science fiction TV show in the 70s or 80s is ripping Kirby on some way or another.
Oh, well, I wouldn't doubt that. Honey, Captain, one of our favorite people in the whole world here, J-Man, I think he has to leave. He says, okay, all, I have to call it a night. Have a good one. J-Man is one of the sweetest guys on the internet. What a sincere and smart and funny and kind person. Very knowledgeable. If you can, stop on over to his channel and give him a follow, please. You won't regret it. J-Man is he's great company and he's good people. Please do that.
And J-Man, have a good night. I hope you're not leaving to go watch Highlander 2.
Hey, leave him alone.
And here's his channel. So here's his channel in the chat. So everyone go sub to J-Man. Great stuff. Yeah, and you had Dune 1 versus, well, I should say the first version, the David Lynch version of Dune versus the new version of Dune. So
yes, she did a show on that last week. That was very cool.
So go check that out. Yep.
Yes, I wish Eagle Moss would do a damn Liberator. Thank you, Lord Thought, dude. It needs to happen. I want a Liberator.
Eagle Moss? I don't understand.
They do a lot of the Trek. They do a lot of Trek ships.
Models.
Like, they're not really models. Dave Rayburn, what's up, bro?
Well, they're completed models.
They're completed. Yeah. They're
But
nice.
that's annoying because on Space 1999 we have the Eagle.
I know, but they've done Eagles as well, haven't they?
Yeah, but the
yes,
Eagle
yeah.
doesn't Eagle Moss. Well, Eagle Moss doesn't
just the
Eagle,
company.
I believe. Yeah.
See, I really don't ever get mad at me. I really don't like the Eagle Moss Star Trek stuff, other than the large scale stuff. It's just too small.
I don't have
for me.
any. They're kind of small, but I like them.
They're kind of small, and yeah,
Okay.
and some of the details aren't as you know. I'm not totally knocking them, but there's just something about it doesn't do them for me.
Can
Except
we
for maybe
visit
the
their
larger
website,
size.
please? Show
I'm
me
gonna-
Eagle Moss, please.
I'm gonna
Go
post
for
it. Yep. Here
Some
we
of
go, right here.
their comic stuff, their superhero stuff's pretty good.
Yeah.
Some of those figurines that they do, but yeah, I own a couple of their Legion figures. I don't have any of their ships.
But
But if they did a Liberator, I would get it. If they did a
Yeah,
Liberator, I'd have to have it.
The price versus the size, I think, just being a little picky, I guess. But where's the Star Trek one? Enabling here.
No, you're teaching me here because, I've always liked models, but as everyone knows, I'm not a geek. I'm not a collector. I'm just a nerd. I like science fiction. I'm a nerd. I'm an academic. I don't know all this crazy cool stuff you guys know. So I would love to have an Eagle from Space 1999.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I've always heard people saying, oh, you have to get the Eagle Moss Eagle. And it's like, you mean I have to get the happy cat?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I've always wondered why you guys are always talking about this Eagle Moss thing.
I don't know.
1612 in Britain actually has the best Eagles.
Well, Thoughts mentioned it because he wants a Liberator, and if they made a Liberator, I'd be all over it. But I don't have any of their ships, so there's a link to it if you want to share it. But
The Liberator is a beautiful, beautiful ship.
Hungry Boy says, to be honest, I love the Liberator so much. I'd never try to draw a painter because I adore, respect, or something. Yeah, I just, the Liberator is one of my, it's in my top 5 or so all-time favorite of all the spaceships, which we're going to do a show about spaceships one of these days. And
we should invite all the engineering nerds like Wolfie and JT
Kal-El.
Kirk.
Or no, is it Wolfie? I don't know if Kal-El's went into that sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm
Not
not
Kal-El.
sure. I can't remember if Kal-El, I know Kal-El is like heavy into the ethics and has a lot of nerdy tendencies as far as philosophy goes and looking at the philosophy of an episode. But I don't know if he's into the engineering. But I know Wolfie and JT Kirk are. They're like chronic with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So here's the Star
Here we
Trek
go,
collection.
folks.
So here's Starfleet. So the ships are small, and I think that's, so we'll show
There you
some
go.
of these. So
Thought says we got a good Galactica one in
yep.
okay,
So
hang on.
So they got the whole, they did a nice job with the whole range here. I guess I'll turn
They're
some
smaller,
lines off there.
basically.
They're
These are
smaller,
kinda-
yeah.
I mean, our buddy Eric O'Sullivan has all of those Trek ones. He's shown a video of them before, I believe.
Yeah, and seeing the holder.
He's a good Irish boy, that Eric O'Sullivan.
Yes, yes.
See, I don't like that holder with the plexiglass. I'm just really nitpicky, but I just don't like that holder there. See how it's kind of holds the ship instead of going into the bottom of the ship. I just don't like that. But try to see if, and then let's see, how much are they? $50 a year. It's $20, so it's not that bad, I guess. I'm So here's the collection here. So of course the Reliance, beautiful.
Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt. I beg your pardon, but Max Redstone's just trying to teach me here. He says Eagle Moss is currently one of the manufacturer makers. They try to get you to subscribe, quote unquote, to their service. The merch is small but well detailed. I have an Eagle Moss Dalek or Dalek. Is it Dalek?
Dalek. Cool. I mean, I have some of their Legion figures. I don't have anything against their ships. I just don't have any. Can't afford them, but.
Well, Hungry Boy blew me a kiss in the chat, so I have to blow him a kiss back. Mwah.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you for that, Max. Yeah, so if you wanted to say sub for a year, you can get it ends up being $18 a ship, and then you get and two. So it's like $20 a ship to go, which isn't. I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of thing, it's not bad. I mean, they're not charging you $50, but
yeah.
But this is clearly like if you had this membership, this clearly defines you as a full-blown geek.
Right.
Yes.
This is crazy. Like having a subscription, like Max saying that's cray. I love that you taught me that. Thank you, Max.
They're not to scale, but what the hell?
Well, plus I have all the, if you've been around my house, I'll grab a few to show, but they're very close in size. So of course, but the one nice thing about this Eagle Moss is they've got all these variant ships, like Enterprise C. And LT is saying the XL ships are better. That's the one I might get as the. I love the Enterprise
C. Can I see the XL ship?
We're gonna go. It's the same one but bigger. So we'll get to that. But the nice thing is they have all these variant ships. Like they've got the. I think that's the captain's ship, the Defiant. Yep, and there's a Stargazer. That was just in the episode this week. That's Kelsey Grammer's ship.
That's the Bozeman?
Yep. I think that's the Bozeman, yep. Hey, look, I was right. The Bozeman,
the Soyuz class or whatever.
Hey,
yep, Soyuz class, yep.
I was talking about that.
Yep, so that was this week.
That's right.
So that's the Bozeman, and this is the captain's yacht, I think.
Yeah, Kal-El.
It's a Delta
why there's no bird of prey.
Let's see. Do they have
and if you don't know who Cuz is, that's David Rayburn.
Let's see. No bird of prey. This is just a Starfleet collection, I guess. Yep.
I think that's just the Starfleet ones, I guess. There, Dave.
Hey, Steve Mitchum's here.
Hey, Steve Mitchum.
Hello, handsome schmansome face. You were missed. How's Maddie? How are you feeling?
Comes out the box quoting "Trouble with Tribbles." Kind of good. There you go.
And they come, of course, with a nice magazine. That's classic.
They're good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the detail isn't super great on the small. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't love having them all, but and then of course you get all these. This is a ship between the Phoenix and the Enterprise. So you got all these cool ships.
They're not the scale, obviously, because you couldn't do that. I mean,
yeah.
As far as
let's see if they've got the XL collection. I'll show you that. Yep. Let's see. So this is Star Trek.
Well, you got a Genesis of the Daleks one, Max. It's a gray Genesis of the Daleks model. Oh God, I love it.
Yep,
that's damn
nice,
cool, man. Yeah.
Let's see if I go back one here.
Dalek, exterminate.
Hey, Steve just checked in. He says he loves all of us. Maddie is wonderful. And everything's cool. So that's terrific news.
Great to see you there, bro.
Now, this is really cool. I've seen a lot of people build this. And hi to Steve Mitchum. It's good to hear you're doing well now. So I've seen a lot of YouTube videos on this. So you can buy this Enterprise D, and it's lighted, and you put everything together. You assemble it yourself. So it's quite a bit of work to put it together, but it comes with all the screws, the collector's binder, a shirt.
See, I'd be interested in that. I like that kind of thing.
This is really cool, and I like this base here.
Yeah.
And I guess you subscribe, and then it's got decals, so it ends up looking really, really nice. So it's not as good as someone who's like a custom model builder. I mean, there's some gorgeous stuff out there, but it's pretty close. I mean. And it lights up, so it's they did a nice job of it. So
Yeah,
Nice.
Scuba
It's,
Pete showed me that guy who made the Enterprise model, and his is like the gold standard for all nerds and geeks.
Yep.
And I forget what the channel's name is, but he talks about the construction, and he documented the entire creation process for it. So it's
Nice.
outstanding. Like it could be used on a film
Wow.
at any time. It's that high quality.
So they did a great, and there's videos you can watch and put it together, and it's a really nice nice show. I'm not sure what the total price is, but here's one, completed. So
My dad, the
that would
Defiant
make a
ship,
nice
the Mirror
gift.
Universe one. Is that the one you're talking about, Zachary? Read, is that your last comment? You said, I got my dad the Defiant ship of Mirror Universe 1. Okay. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Oh, an Eagle Moss? I think if that's the one you're talking about, he said he wanted me to see his last comment. That's cool.
Let's see here.
Zachary?
Steve Mitchum, I have not been drinking, and I called you handsome schmantsome face,
Yeah.
which you totally deserve.
Yeah. She's been drinking. She's lying.
You're a cutie patootie, and I say that to you like you're my brother, but you really are Conan in Las Vegas.
Steve, if it makes you feel any better, I won't say you're cute.
Yeah.
I'm just glad he's feeling better.
I'm not sure what the price is on this today. What if I want to buy this? Let's say order today. How much is it?
Luck, boy.
How much is it? Oh, 4 new kits.
It's $4.99.
Plus,
How is that only $4.95?
I don't know.
That can't be. That's inconceivable.
Is that like some kind of
I don't
membership
believe
thingy?
it.
Star Trek used to build up model kits, including.
Yeah, Hungry Boy.
Oh,
Steve
I think
is our Thor.
I don't know, I have to look it up, but somewhere in the check, but it can't be that. It can't be that cheap.
But it has the original price, and there's a strike through the original price. So it was supposed to be 25 buckaroonies, and now it's $4.95. But if I tried to bring it to Canada, it would be $700.
I think
totally
you get
kidding.
each kit to complete the whole thing. Oh, builds up week by week, so you have to buy all the kits together, I guess. So
smells like scam
each
to
kit.
me.
Zachary, that's cool. McKinney Draws, welcome. It's an honor to see you here. Honor to see you.
Hello.
Great to see you, my friend. He said the first one is $4.95, then the rest gets expensive. Like yeah, I think that's when you join, right?
Yeah, and then you got to build, and you got to get every one. Otherwise, it's your SOL because you have half an enterprise. Yeah, Max is saying subscribe.
You know the craziest custom I've seen of all the ships at one time. Are you guys familiar with the Shatner books where Kirk comes back, and all the series when he's in the 24th century, with the ones they did with Shatner wrote them with Garfield and Judith Reese Stevens?
Yes,
I like
have one.
I actually like those. I have them all, and those are pretty good, especially if you just get the audio dramas, just listen to Shatner reading them. They're kind of fun. They're cool. Anyway, they made another ship just like the Defiant and painted it black and called it the Avenger from the book Star Trek Avenger. And I know a guy that made it. It took a big Defiant model and painted it black and did that with it. But those were good books.
So these are the XL models. So here's the C. So this is the one that I really wanted to get.
I'm with Clubby's cousin,
bigger.
David Rayborn, or Rayburn, however you pronounce it.
Rayburn.
Why no Klingon battle cruiser?
Well, they're just Starfleet, I guess. I don't know. That is a good question.
Oh, here we go. They do have the XL, the bird of prey.
Oh, there you go. Cardinal Sin. Cardinal Sin. Thank you so much for that, my friends. You're too kind. I really appreciate that. He says, hail, Clobby, Raquel, and the mods in the chat. Well, hail to you, sir. I hope you are doing well, buddy. Thank you for being here.
Hail, Cardinal Sin. And this is the Enterprise J that actually makes an appearance in the show Enterprise.
What's that? Yeah, the Enterprise J, which you could barely see it in that episode, but yeah.
Yep.
You will subscribe to the Daleks. Your information will be sold, and you will be exterminated. Exterminate.
What's Kal-El saying here? You can build, enjoy, and relax. Your subscription is risk-free, and there's no minimum number of model kits to purchase.
That's pretty cool.
No questions asked.
Well done.
Well, that's when you had remember if everyone remembers those books that you would get that were oh, it wasn't Sports Illustrated. Who was it that did? My dad ended up buying them. It was like Time Life books. So like they
Yeah.
would have like the Vietnam War aircraft, and my buddy Larry ended up working for the company out of college. He said, and we have like 40 of the books. He's like, Mark, they just, as long as they had enough subs, they just kept slapping together more books. It was like that series wasn't ending. They had enough people. So my dad's got like it was actually a really good book series at Time Life.
That was a great
like
book series.
Yeah, it was. But I'm joking because I'm like, Dad, how many books are you gonna get? And then Larry's like, as long as they had the minimum number of subs,
Well, it's smart, I imagine like Ash is constantly trying to get me to go on not Indiegogo but Patreon, and he wants me to publish my book in that way because when you have subscribers, then you have an idea of how many people actually want to purchase your product. And they help you get over the finish line, and you're able to give them the product at a reasonable price because you know what the market can withstand, and you understand the size of your audience, and so you're able to meet their needs. I mean, it is smart, but yeah. Oh, look, Klingon. We have Romulan and Klingon.
Yep. Oh, and LT has Enterprise J, the XL. So he says it's okay.
David, look at the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, cuz there you go.
The
There's
big
your
version,
there's your Klingon ships. You know what? I like the Bird of Prey, but I've always liked the D7.
Yeah.
The Klingon battle cruisers are the best.
D7's better. Yep.
I like the D7.
I mean, this is cool, but this would be like a spy ship, like just used. You know.
I mean it's cool, but
yeah,
There was a Romulan warbird up there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we have?
I saw one.
Oh no! Don't show that.
My eyes.
I like that. I like that runabout.
I clicked on the wrong one by accident. Don't eject me out of the airlock.
Why? What did you click on? Why? What?
I clicked on the ship that can't be
Where
clicked
are my
on.
paint sticks? Let me go and
Wait a minute. Did they got filth on here?
Oh, unfortunately, I didn't realize it.
Oh,
come on.
I didn't see it. I don't see the filth. Is the filth on there?
Is there filth here? If there's
I don't
filth
see
here,
any.
abandoned ship.
Yeah, I don't see any filth. Seriously though, was there really? I'm sad.
Yes, there is. Yeah, there is. Yeah, right here.
Where?
Because they have the new version with the holes.
Oh yeah, that's
and then the cells.
That's from Discovery. That's from
Don't say it.
The
STD
filth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should go straight into the garbage. And that's a reason not to have the subscription right then and there.
Well, you can skip that one. Yeah.
Could you scroll all the way down to the bottom for me, please, Mark?
Oh, I love the Enterprise B too. The Excelsior. Well, the Excelsior. I love that too. Yep.
I just wanted to see. Oh no, up a little bit more, please. Oh,
Indeed, found him outsider.
Deep Space Nine.
Yep.
That's a tiny little Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, see, because I have
Rock
the
Noir,
Playmates, the Playmates version of that, which is so much bigger and it's just so much nicer.
Oh, do you?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
tiny.
yeah,
That's tiny.
This is a tiny one. I have like a 12-inch, 14-inch one. It's pretty huge.
You know what though? Something about that station is mesmerizing. I can never get enough of looking at it.
It's a nice.
I can never get enough of looking at that sucker.
The only problem with mine is these are detachable, and I had them in my basement, and I'm missing one. I have to 3D print it. I'm missing one of the pylons. I don't know where the heck it went. I was like, I'm missing a pylon. And then I had pictures, and I had pictures in my basement. I was checking that. I'm like, oh, where did it go? And I looked at the pictures. I was showing everyone the pictures of my stuff, and it had all the pylons. I found a picture of all the pylons there. I'm like, where did it go? Did like a little critter come down and eat it? I'm like, what's going on?
J25.
Hey, J25. I like that. Did a critter get down here and take it?
Yeah. Triple ate it? This is a cool ship, too. I like this one.
Thunderbird. I like that.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's a nice design. Yep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really good stuff.
I wish Wolfie were here.
Yeah. Yep.
He'd be just spilling his guts with all the information on every single class and every single ship. And JT Kirk would just be spilling his guts as well.
And you can actually buy a Polar Lights. I'm going to show you here. Enterprise, already built up with lights, and you had a buddy that had one of these, Clobby. I think you were showing, but these are just you can buy them professionally assembled.
He has the TV show version of that.
And
Hey, did you build that model that I sent to you that's just for like machinists?
No, I have to do that. Yeah.
You have to do that.
Yeah.
I have one, and I'm waiting to do it with you.
I'll do it on screen. I'll do it on screen. Yeah, on stream. We should.
Well,
do
I wanted to do it with you. And those are very expensive in Canada. I know they're only $25 or $30 in the United States, but they're really expensive here. And I would love to do that with you. That's why I got that for you. So, yeah, let's do that together.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, we could do it on the stream. Yep.
That's beautiful.
So I'm just going to pause it so we don't play the person's whole video, but
something about that ship, man. That's even though it's A.
That's the A.
But this is, you can buy these professionally.
A for
professionally built. So this is the way to, I'm not that skilled of a model builder. I wish I was.
I personally would have had the guy leave the A off of there, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you could have him leave the A off. Look at this. They even have the shuttle bay. And the doors work too. The doors operate. I
think bronze hungry. I mean, I don't know. I mean, silver works too. I love me some silver. Just not the Emma Peel outfit for her. I love Emma Peel, but didn't work for Wonder Woman. Good to see you, J25.
So yeah, so that's amazing, amazing stuff. Yeah. So yeah, you can find, if you Google, Google that, you can find
you notice
people
that
that'll build.
The deflector array is purple. It was originally orange. Didn't switch to purple or that purplish blue until the second movie.
There you go. That's right. Wow. Of course, it's A though. So
yeah, and Max is saying, is there a B there? So
B for barricade, quoting Trek 5. Max is the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could commission a model through these guys, like you could do Voyage, Star Trek. Let's see what they cost. See, Galileo 450, Polar Lights 200 with no lighting. It's actually not bad when you consider the time that people spend.
200 for no lighting? Wow,
yeah, but you get it's professionally painted.
Cheaper, and I buy it for you for Christmas next year because I know how much you love the Galileo.
I love the
shuttle.
Galileo. Yeah. Let's click here for more details. Yep. I mean, I'm sure this guy does a gorgeous, the paint job and everything is, and he's a year out from completion.
Do you think this is the same guy? Sorry to interrupt. Do you think this is the same guy with the channel that Scuba Pete introduced me to? Because it certainly looks like his level of work.
It could be. I mean, it could be definitely a talent. He's a very talented person. So
yeah.
So
why aren't we employing these people to make models for our movies instead of all this CGI crap that everyone hates?
I don't know.
So here you go, Clobby. $2,500. Can be built as a refit or Enterprise A, fully lighted. Several upgrade options available. So, and then they have a 1,400. So I have this kit. I haven't put it together yet for the Polar Lights, and then they have the original 2,100. I mean, the hours and hours and the time that these people put in and the skill they have, it's really not overpriced. It's not overpriced. I mean,
no.
I'm just saying when the accuracy and the scale is there. If the scale and the accuracy are there, it's like they're just precious. They're gorgeous because then if you grew up in the 60s and 70s, and then you know what I'm talking about, because then it feels like such a precious thing to have on the shelf because it could have been used in a show. And these models are just gorgeous. It's why even as a nerd, I don't collect this stuff. I'm not a geek, but I will tell you, I have tremendous respect for it. And I definitely miss model making in the 1970s. It was a huge thing when we were kids, and no one does it anymore, either like as a pastime or professionally. And it's really sad because it's a gorgeous art form that I'd love to see back on the screen. And certainly I'd love to see kids doing this again instead of being on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is the original Enterprise, obviously. 1/350. So the 1/350 is scale too. It's very huge model too, so it's over 2 feet long. So
that's what my friend.
That's one your friend has, right? Yeah.
Well, the working lights and everything.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah,
there it is. That looks like the one. Yeah, I've sent you a picture of that.
And I do have this model in my basement. I just haven't had a chance to build it, and then I got to buy the light kit for it.
How? How do you not do this? Oh, just wait a second. Cuz has said, Captain's log. My rash has gotten worse.
So yeah, this is gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Yep. So these models are now available for commissioning. Oh, the Franklin. And let's see what he had. He had for start. Yeah. So let's see. He also had Lost in Space.
Yay.
The Jupiter.
The real
2.
Jupiter. Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Yeah.
$3,500. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
That's beautiful.
18 models.
The interior.
18 models. 18 inches in diameter.
Wow.
Look at the interior
beautiful.
there. Yep.
That is beautiful. I love that ship so much. I'm, this again, my first love when it comes to a space show. I didn't see Trek till later. This and the Batman TV show was my very life as a child. Was the Jupiter 2, and then even more so than Batman after Batman stopped running, because we got this in reruns more abundant. And Real Robinson was so special to me, and I felt like I wanted to be Real Robinson more than anything when I was a kid, and I wanted to live on that ship.
Yeah,
I mean that's why that show was, it was a family show. It wasn't a science fiction show, but you had that ship and the robot and all those silly adventures and stuff. But you wanted to be on that ship as a kid. It was so good.
Did. Yeah.
And he said this. He's saying this is the most detailed kit that he builds. I can imagine with all the interior, fine details.
Well, considering the fact that the computers have screen like actual writing on the screens. Like, look.
And this ship is huge in real life, I guess, right? Because the crew lives on there too. So,
and they have multiple decks.
Yeah. So I wonder how many decks they show. Yep. Oh, check out this. Oh, here, gallery. Here's a gallery. That's what I want to see. Yep. Do autoplay, I guess. Let's see.
I mean, it's not like as big as the Enterprise or anything, but it's
Yeah, it's pretty big.
It's pretty big.
We can just go.
Oh, the pain!
The pain!
Danger! Warning, Will Robinson! Warning!
Warning! Warning, Will Robinson!
Yes, who my favorite character was, though. Believe it or not, other than the robot and Will, and Dr. Smith was annoying. But I love the robot and Will, but actually as a kid, John Robinson. Guy Williams, that's a man's man right there. What a great father figure and superhero. To me, man, Guy Williams was spectacular leading man type.
Yep.
And as a kid, I looked up to, that was my TV dad right there. I was like, he was just incredible. And he didn't get to do as much as, it was always about Will and the robot mostly and Dr. Smith, but when John Robinson got to go kick some butt or something, it was pretty cool. Guy Williams was underrated.
God, look at the details in this kit, too.
And he played Zorro, by the way.
He was Zorro, yep.
Yeah, the Disney Zorro.
Steve Mitchum puts it in the chat at the exact second that you say it.
He was great. Oh, yeah. Well, he did. There you go. I love it.
I've always wanted to do that, Steve Mitchell. You read my mind. I always wanted to have like a massive Enterprise model. So this 1/350th is probably the closest, although there are people that have 3D printed massive Enterprises that were 8 feet long. It takes like days and, months and months and months to print. You do like one, pieces at a time, and then you have to sand it all down. But yeah, God, this is gorgeous here. What's the Franklin here? Which one's? Let's see, Franklin. Runabout. Oh, that's the Franklin. Yep. 1/350. The Franklin's pretty cool. But yeah, so it's beautiful, beautiful stuff. So yeah, let's put his website in the chat if anyone wants to go spend some money. He's got extra money lying around. You want to send Clobby a model? Feel free to do it.
At least I have the Johnny Lightnings of these.
Yeah.
Remember Johnny Lightning when they were doing all these different TV shows? The Johnny Lightning, for those who don't know, is basically the size of Hot Wheels. I have that chariot that they just showed there. I have the Jupiter 2 and the robot that they did back in the 90s. They're small, but they look just like they got great detail.
Oh, here. Let me grab my robot.
You better not have the robot. Damn it. Oh, I'm going to be too jealous for words there if you've got the Lost in Space B5 robot.
Of course I have a Lost in Space B5 robot.
Damn you.
Damn you.
Damn you. Full power. Damn damn you.
One day we're going to take Mark's collection and we're going to open a museum.
Oh, I gotta add
Yes.
myself to the screen.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see. Stop sharing. There we go. That would help.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, great.
He's
That's
a
the
cute
one I
little
have.
guy.
That's the Johnny Lightning one.
Yeah, it's
I
Johnny
got that.
Lightning. Yeah, I got
Yep.
that.
I got and that. Do you have the Chariot and the Jupiter too?
I
Mr.
don't have the
Smarty Pants?
chariot and the
Oh!
Jupiter. See?
Well.
I'm slacking.
No,
Totally
Max
slacking.
Redstone, Twitter did not get mad at me. I just needed to take a break from Twitter. I wasn't liking it. I just wasn't feeling it. I have 30 days to decide whether or not I'm going to come back, and I can't give you an answer on whether I will or whether I won't. But thank you for asking.
Twitter is poop. Okay, so we've got a show.
Yeah, might as well
Look at that.
segue to the show and tell. So everyone needs a drink tonight with what's going on in the world. So let me extend my mic here so you don't lose me. Actually, let me switch it to the other side of the desk. So I'm going to mute myself for 1 second. Hold on, everyone.
Okay. Well, I like that Restless Legs Spidey is all charged up. Look at him. He's doing his little dance.
Dave's got a beer. There you go.
Well,
Scuba
that's
Pig!
good. Scuba Pete! I was just talking about you. Kiss Leslie for me. I hope everyone there is doing well. Love you guys.
Had to call him Scuba Pete. He's the king of the Rumba Beat. He's the
Scuba
rock.
Pete's the best.
Hey, it's Scuba Pete, just in time for the toys.
Right?
Or sort of toys. Really not toys tonight, but
I got that. I don't know. So the GIF is the GIF. I got the GIF there, Max, if so to speak, but it's not really. It'll have to. I keep checking on it. It's kind of going slow. Like maybe it's my computer, but I'll check it out now. Look at what we have here. What is that?
so that's Physograph China that I have for the Enterprise set.
Wow.
This is the coaster set, so
It's definitely after Trek 4 because Enterprise A.
hey, yep. And
Yep.
so if you look on the back here, it says Physograph Star Trek. And you can buy these on eBay. So 1993, Paramount, I'm sure, all rights reserved. So of course,
I'll keep checking it, Max.
Nice.
So I do have a bunch of other. I was trying to find him. I think the missus
It's a bit of
hit
a
him, but
tickler, isn't it?
You can mail those
What's that
to
for?
Raquel in Canada. P.O.
Is it-
box. No, I'm kidding.
Is that a plate?
it's a coaster for your
coaster.
glass,
Coaster. Oh, okay.
for your
Gotcha.
fancy Physograph. So there's a whole plate set that goes with it. I was trying to find it, but I think the missus hit it. So I used to play a joke because our real China is kind of blue and kind of looks a little bit like this Star Trek China, which is why. And of course, I don't know, people, do they buy China anymore when they get married? Probably not. But I picked out a set that looked suspiciously like Star Trek China. So she's like, curses. And then I had these, bought a bunch of these.
Well,
You know,
they still buy China, Mark, but it's just not exactly the same definition as it used to be.
Yeah.
yeah. So here's the box. You know, there's a whole, if you go on eBay, you can find all these
Oh, okay. There you go.
sets,
Nice.
Physographs. So, but this is just the coaster set. But you can buy, you know, the actual plates and the everything else. That,
Scuba Pete believes that those are tiny plates for mezevis. So we're going to have a Greek meal with those, and instead
yeah,
of
you could do
coasters,
those. Yeah,
we're going to have mezevis. Right,
that'll
Scuba?
work too. Yep.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
So,
Wow,
1994
that is
Paramount.
weird stuff.
Hungry
got married
Boy,
in
I
94,
have
yep.
Del Splu from Holland. I have the House of, is it Twickle? I believe I have House of Twickle. And of course, I'm going to be getting all of my mother-in-law's Del Splu because I absolutely love it. So Del
Nice.
Splu abounds here, the true original gangsta China.
So this is one of my favorite items.
Wow.
I grabbed off the shelf.
My goodness.
Holy
What
cow!
in the hell was that, boy?
Better not drop it.
No,
Oh my gosh.
we
My
don't. A
Doomsday
ceramic
mug.
mug. Oh, do you use it? I'd use it.
That's a
I haven't used it in a
stein.
while.
That's
It's a
beautiful.
Stein, yep, Stein, yep.
Yeah, you got to pour a Stiegel into that.
But check out all the
Is it
logos on
ceramic
it.
or what?
It's ceramic, yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a real Stein.
So how cool is that with all the
You
logos
can't bring
on it?
that to Oktoberfest though,
Logos.
because if they cheers you and they
Mhm.
break it, you'll be heartbroken.
Yes, I would be. Yep.
That
I
stays
love
at
it.
home for Oktoberfest.
Dude, that's fantastic.
Yeah, my friend used to have an Oktoberfest party. I almost brought it there, but I didn't want to.
No,
Take it out
don't
of the
do
house.
that.
Well, I would have been careful with it, but I don't even
Imagine
know
if
where the
you-
hell I
you
got
tipped
this.
it.
Or yeah, well, it's got this handy, and check out the lid too. How awesome this is!
Oh, it has the Delta on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
Mm.
ever you feel like endangering its life, just send it to me instead. Do you know what I mean?
That is so freaking cool. I love it.
Gorge.
What's
Gorgeous.
on the-
Gorge.
Oh, and you've got the United Federation of Planets symbol on the
Oh,
top here too.
nice.
So when you-
That is fun. I mean, who made that? They went all out.
so this is.
You don't know where you got it?
Let's see the book.
Here's how you can find it on eBay.
Doomsday Machine.
Okay.
Series A, 39.
First time in limited edition.
Wow.
Paul, is that Ewell? I can't read it.
Yes.
Doomsday Machine, episode 35. So this is number 3935. Too bad it's not 1701.
Officially authenticated by Lungton Crown and is certified to be issued in a strictly limited edition of 75 firing days.
So I guess
Wow, that's pretty cool, Max. Damn.
that is nice, Max. Yep. So I'm not sure, if you can find these on eBay or not, but I'm, I guess I didn't even remember when I got this thing, which is scary. But I just remember seeing it wherever the heck I got it. I was like, I had to have that. Maybe I did get it on eBay. But just, of course, that's my favorite episode. So, of course, we got Doomsday Machine. 3D.
Your Doomsday Machine is just gorgeous. Everyone needs to buy one of those from you.
Yeah. I should check a drink from the Doomsday Machine, too.
No, what you should do is you should start one of those subscription things where
Yeah.
you could come up with an array of things that you could make, and then we could just order them through our subscription. You just give us like 10 things. We'll give you our subscription
Yeah.
money.
Nice.
Kyle's asking how many were made. I'm not sure. It had the number there. I'll check after.
It should be on the
we
bottom.
discuss it.
And
It
is
should
it
be on the
Anchor
bottom.
Hawking? Can I see?
Let's this one.
It should be
No,
on the bottom, but you
I'll
have
check.
to put it in the light.
I think this is Faisalgraph too. So of course you got.
Oh, is it Faisalgraph?
This is Faisalgraph. Yeah, these cups. Yeah, these cups here. So this is
Oh.
your tumbler and your when you have with your fancy setup with your china. So I think the Felician Raymond has this set in Sandra. I think they said they had these. So those are the cups that go with it. And let's see what's at the bottom. Does it say how many? It says just number 3935. But the firing day, I think it's at 70 days, was it? Or 75 days?
Put it back up.
Mm.
75 days.
75. Yeah. So if someone wants to Google it, I guess, using that information.
Don't Google it. DuckDuckGo it.
DuckDuckGo it, thank you.
DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo. Do
Longtown
not
Crown.
Google.
Yep. Does it say what year it is there?
I will shin kick you if you go to Google. No more Google.
1997 Paramount. So it looks
Yes.
like it's from 1997.
Well,
Yep.
can you put it back up in the thing? Up in the light, please, honey? Yes, that is 1997
1997,
Paramount.
right? Yeah.
97811.
Mr. Angel.
Hey, Chef's here. What did you make today?
What's for dinner? Lunch?
Oh, Pop Culture
Breakfast?
Republic found the Stein on eBay.
Oh. Nice.
Cool.
I bet what's that going for there, Pop?
Yeah. What was it listed for?
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I say wow.
I mean, I could go for a Stein.
You say that close before I get excited. Because he's old in it. Is this
Yeah,
from,
don't. It's from Burger King. I love Spock. Don't shoot me.
this is not filth, is it?
Well,
Ooh, currently
no
at
comment.
55
It's from
schmackaroonies.
Unification. It's from Unification. I'm sticking to that story.
Mark, did you hear that?
How
Pop
much is
Culture Republic just chimed in. The
Yeah.
current bid on the Stein is 55 shimoleons.
Oh, don't tell the missus, please.
Yeah,
So
she'll put it on
seriously,
sale.
was that from Unification or was that from Filth?
No
He showed
comment.
Filth, Raquel.
It's filth.
No,
I mean,
but
we
it's
love the
Spock.
only
I
reason.
love Spock.
The only
I love
reason we
Spock.
won't totally throw up is because we love Nimoy, but he shouldn't have been in that
Yeah.
film. Sorry.
I know, but I love the glass. I just love the glass. I don't
Damn
turn
it,
the glass. I
Leonard.
cover the other side of the glass up.
It's not.
Still.
And I
you
didn't
bought
show the
Filth.
other side of the glass.
Lucky
Leonard-
you're out of kicking
All right, well,
distance,
let's
buddy.
show this.
Leonard, why did you do that to me?
So this.
Wow, is this a cookie jar?
one of my no, even better.
Really?
I have the cookie jar.
Be really careful with this one. I'll break this. That's for your Saurian brandy or Romulan
What?
ale.
You drink out of Spock's upper torso?
It's a drink
Neck fluids.
decanter.
Would you like
Whoa.
some neck fluids?
Wow.
That's an odd thing to. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool that he's wearing Star Trek: The Motion Picture uniform, though.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's
But that for me is
How
a
old is
definite
that?
bust.
Oh. Now who's looking for the shin chick?
Well, Scuba Pete's here, so I mean,
Oh, 1979. Holy
79.
crap. Wow. That's fantastic. How long have you had that thing?
probably about 20 years or so.
Where
This
did
is
you
one of
find
my
that?
favorite eBay finds. Yep.
Mm.
So you can look this up on eBay too. But I have this on my liquor cabinet, obviously. So
please
yes, this
drink
came out for
responsibly, and not from anyone's neck.
That's amazing. Yeah.
so this came out for
Follow
the
me.
Yay!
And Pupper.
and pupper.
And
Yeah.
pepperoni.
Hey to the Pupper.
But I think that's a great likeness of
That is
Of
very
Leonard
nice.
Nimoy.
That is really good.
It is good.
Love
and
it.
I have that sitting. I argue with the missus. I'm like, that has to be in the liquor cap. We have a cart with all the liquor on it. So and then she put it on the second shelf. It's kind of hit it a little bit on me last time, but okay.
Oh.
She puts up with me. So what am I gonna? Not gonna say anything. What are you gonna say?
I got to say, you two are unique because I've had geek friends before that married non-geeks and it never worked, man. So.
Yeah. Nerds are
This
even
is
worse.
something I 3D printed, and since this package is going soon, I'm blowing a surprise. But you probably saw this, but I could print this for people pretty easily. So
Oh my
this is-
god!
So this might fall in that box going to Canada.
If that falls in the box, oh my god!
So
Will you sign the bottom of it? If that
sure.
falls in my box, would you?
No, I
please
didn't do
take a
the.
nice-
Yeah, I will. But I
Sharpie
printed.
marker
I
and
didn't
sign it?
create this. I have to say, I printed this. So
It
I give
doesn't matter.
credit to
I
the
already
artist,
know
yeah.
that. I know that you
Yeah.
3D print. It doesn't matter.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
But
still
it's a-
want you to sign it.
It's a right hand, not a left hand.
Oh, live long and you always do the right hand, don't you? Live long and prosper.
I use the left.
I use my right hand. Like that, yeah. So I'm not sure if I should paint the bottom and paint the delta. I think it looks pretty good the way it is like that, but
Leonard Nimoy told the story of some woman one time that flashed the sign at him with her right hand.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And he said, actually, you're supposed to do it with your left hand. And she
Mhm.
said, I speak it with an accent. And that's Nimoy said that.
That's
I'm not
awesome.
kidding. Nimoy did tell that story.
That's funny.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
So now
I
gotta
guess the reason why a lot of people do the Vulcan salute with their right hand is that they can't do it on their left hand.
yeah,
they
it's
need
much
help.
easier for the
That hurts
right
worse
hand,
than a
yeah.
uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much easier.
I've been doing it my entire life. Like
I use left.
literally
Always use my left hand.
as long as I've been alive, I've been doing it my entire life. So my left, it just automatically pops up.
Oh no, I've been
Everything's
doing
good,
my
done.
right hand the whole time.
Oh,
I always use
Shame
the
on
left
What kind
hand.
of Star Trek fan am I?
more
You were
shin kicks
You're
for that
reduced to
filth
skills and
on the
ranks.
table and for doing the Vulcan salute.
Your agonizer, please.
Vulcan pain stick stat.
No, Mr. Spock, please.
See, like this is a little. I think these are the. I don't know if this is Johnny Lightning or So that's comparable to the Eagle Moss, I think, a little bit. So I got probably have like 20 or 30 or 40 of these. But
Is
this
that
is,
Tony Lightning? I can't remember if they did ships, but other than I don't know if they did any Trek, but still that's a little big. But yeah, I don't know who did that one, but it's pretty cool. What is that ship again?
I don't know, but
things.
David is currently roller skating naked while doing the Vulcan Salute.
Okay, fair enough. Live and let live, I say. Just just watch where you do it. But
I like.
I broke it.
I like David.
Oh, David is a trip there. Wait a minute now. What the hell? Did you saucer separate? Oh my God! You saucer separate.
You did.
Let's go after the Borg. There's a Borg cube right here.
Our ship really looks strange without our saucer.
Well,
all right, now don't lose your heads.
Yes. I've always thought the ship was a bit headstrong.
How long did it take to separate the saucer in that first episode they did? It was like 20 minutes.
I don't know if
it seemed
but
like.
I don't know. By the way, even though it's on it's a right hand, I don't know if you meant it or not, but now you have it looking like Spock is really standing there giving the
oh yeah, it
when
does
it's
look
sat there. Look at it. It looks like it's just
yeah. It's giving the salute. Yeah.
What class ship is that? What's the name of that ship again? Not that one. The other one. No, that one. Yeah.
Oh, this is the Enterprise, Future Enterprise from All Good Things with the 3.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, and then the
Gotcha.
extra torpedo tube. Yep.
I got you.
Jeff says that cousin needs to provide proof. We need some pictures, or it didn't happen. And David responds with, our cousin David responds with, "Hey, it's Mardi Gras."
Yeah, it's Mardi Gras. Everyone's doing it. Yeah, it's hot. It's today actually is I think Mardi Gras is next week because this is Thursday. So Mardi Gras is next. What they have in New Orleans official Mardi Gras week, if I'm getting the week right, Tuesday's Mardi Gras. So Monday's Lundi Gras, as they call it. Then Wednesday's Wednesday's Ash Wednesday.
Yep. So
David, he's like, it's going down.
Going down.
So when I saw the Eagle Moss, I'm like, I got so many of these little ships. It's like, do I need another?
I have
Of course,
that
the
one.
answer should be yes, but
I have the one that lights up. Does yours light up?
not this guy here. No, this one doesn't light up. It's
Yeah,
just
I
a
have
little
that
mini.
one, and he lights up.
Which one?
Nice.
Nice.
Well, this one needs to be.
That
That one comes with a book. A teeny tiny book.
Oh, I know that's that. Yeah, that's the.
I have that set.
Yeah,
Books be wordy.
This is from that set.
I mean,
Galileo.
Fat Tuesday. I think, unless they've already had it, Cardinal, because I don't follow it anymore. I think it's next week, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's next week though. Then
That's it.
Maybe it was this week. I have to check.
So that's that set, Raquel. That you have the Enterprise with a little cute little book, and yes, of course I love the Galileo 7, so I bought that.
I have
that one
everything
first.
from that series except for the Galileo 7. I'm sorry if I
You have the
sound weird.
communicator?
I'm just turning around and looking. Yep, I have everything except for the Galileo.
Actually, Mardi Gras is March 11th this year. Wow, geez,
Is that early or late?
that's very late.
That's late. Okay. And
But
one more.
that means we'll have king cakes for a while still.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I want a king cake.
I want to send you one. They're not that great though.
Yeah, they look absolutely delicious. They don't even look sweet.
You
And
get
I
a-
also like the fact that there's a little baby Jesus in there.
Yeah,
I
but
looked
they don't
at
put
the
him
whole story. I fully understand it. I think it's so cool that Mardi Gras is like absorbed by is it, which Catholic holiday is it again? I forget.
Fat Tuesday. I mean, Ash Wednesday.
Ash
Lent.
Wednesday,
Lent.
yeah.
Lent.
Yeah,
Lent starts-
yes. It's so cool. I want one of those cakes so bad. And I love the little baby Jesus.
If you get a good one, yeah, a good king cake, they're nice. Sometimes you buy a lot of the ones you get in the stores, and now they can't put the baby in the cake anymore. You have to buy it.
People choked
They
on
put
the
it
baby.
outside of the damn cake, and when you buy it, it's so just so it'll be there. But It used to be, and it wasn't all that long ago. It was in the damn cake, and you just took your chances. And whoever got the piece with the baby in it had to buy the next cake.
Well, then they don't want to be Irish. Irish people put money in cakes. We also put all different sorts of objects in cakes, and whomever gets different objects, it's indicative of different things. And of course, there are many people, especially when Irish people weren't considered Caucasian, and they would say very cruel things about the fact that we put money and different objects in cakes because it was seen as dirty. But I grew up with it, and I love it. So I can't believe somebody would choke on a little baby Jesus. I mean, it's a baby Jesus. How do you not know this? I mean, when I'll never, like,
down,
you have to warn somebody, I guess, if they've never had a case. But sure.
Yeah, you just tell the person. I mean, usually, like when you're a young girl and it's your birthday, you get a money cake. You're looking around for all the pennies so that you can go up to the store and go and buy Mojos and candy cigarettes and maybe some little what are those things that we would put in the caps in the cap guns? What are they called again? Cap reel or
caps,
cap roll?
Caps,
Yeah,
right?
cap.
I guess
So
just caps, right?
like we were pretty excited. Although I do have to say, because my family came to Canada, I've never had an original cake where like you can tell whether or not like who's going to get married and who's going to have bad luck, who's going to have a new job or be really prosperous that year. I've never had like a proper go find it in the cake type of fortune telling in an Irish cake because of course my family now lives in Canada, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we mentioned it at the outset of the show, so we'll just say Clobberin Times. We won't dwell into it because it's kind of a bummer, but Clobberin Times offers condolences to the family of the wonderful Sally Kellerman who passed away. I don't know if you all saw that. It's a
No.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier. Well, we didn't talk about it before the show started. So
Yeah.
Sally Kellerman, rest in peace. She was a lovely lady. Not only from, of course, Where No Man Has Gone Before, the second Star Trek pilot, the great in the as Hot Lips in the original 1970 Robert Altman MASH film.
Yeah.
And of course, and then she's well known for those two things, and then of course, Back to School, among other things as well. But Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield, that classic comedy. So, what a shame! Another Trek. We lost another Trek lady and Trek person. So
That's so sad.
She was so good in Back to School too. I love that movie.
She was just such a babe there.
Yeah, just great personality, great.
A walking freezer unit. Yeah, so.
If I could show a picture of it. See her. I'm sure people remember her with the images here, and she was great as number one.
Hmm?
What? Not number one. Not number one.
Dr. Daner. Yeah.
Dr.
Elizabeth Daner. Yes.
Yep.
And Where No Man Has Gone Before. So
mixing up my
walking freezer unit. But
my second favorite
beautiful
episode of TOS of all time.
Oh, I didn't know that was your second favorite. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. She was beautiful, though.
That is a great episode. Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. That's those. Yep. Those eyes. Yep. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Hot Lips. It's funny how you say that, Mr. Angel, because most people would think of Loretta Swit because the TV show she played her longer. But I love the movie and the TV show, by the way. So yeah. Yeah, I saw that also, Max Redstone. That's a bummer. He was a good actor, Stuart Bevan, but he's more known to British folks than that. Yes, but yeah, I saw it. So yes, Hot Lips. It's a penalty, you blithering idiots. And I just never forget that line in the movie when they kept calling her. What about Major Hooligans? Goes, you mean Hot Lips? Screw her! Well, God damn it, Hot Lips, resign your goddamn commission. So many great lines in that movie. She was, of course, she was something. Look, smoking hot lady.
Sexy.
Very sexy. Yep.
Yeah.
And you can look sexy in that uniform too, right? You just have that sex appeal, right? So it's that was that original, with the neck and the because one of the shirts is going. is up for sale now, and they've got #1 shirt up for auction.
Where did you see that? That's filth. That's filth.
No, the
Were
actual.
you on Instagram? Did you see this
no,
crap
Majel
they put up
Barrett's.
Nichelle Nichols with the filth girl?
No, this is Heritage Auctions. I sent it to you in the clubhouse. I thought.
You did? Well, come
Yeah.
on. Are you serious? You send that again.
Well, here I'll get it right now. Here it's
Go get it. Go
Heritage
get it. I
Auction.
want to see.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't mean to laugh at something like this, everyone. So we just want to,
yeah.
No,
We just wanted to
want
give out a-
celebrate her. Beautiful lady. I
Yes.
loved her.
yes,
Absolutely loved her. She's scrumdiddlyumptious. Just absolutely beautiful woman. I love her. So it's very sad.
And
It's funny.
great personality. Great. Yeah. Here's Back to School with Rodney.
and she was
yeah.
probably in a lot of stuff. So she's in a legendary Star Trek episode, a legendary Hollywood, 2 legendary Hollywood great comedies. So we're not taking away from the other stuff she did, but MASH and Back to School, that's gigantic, and she was just adorable and wonderful in both of those, in all of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved her in that movie. God, everyone, if you haven't seen Back to School, after you finish watching Blake 7, go watch.
I love Back to
Great
School.
movie,
School.
and she's wonderful in that movie.
Yeah.
So here we go. So yeah, you were accusing me of filth. Just kidding.
What's going on? Where's
Thanks
this
for
website?
Sally.
What's happening right now?
Are you
So it's
filthy?
Heritage Auction. You just Google Heritage Auctions. So this is because
What in
Paramount
the
had
ads
that.
is happening right now?
So Paramount, had that big auction, which I have that book for, which is gorgeous. So
That's right. She was on Outer Limits. Thank you.
So Mr. Shatner. So how much is this going for now?
Get
Not
lost.
that I could afford it. Yep, from season 1. Yep, vintage
Shut the
original
front
2.
door. I would buy a mannequin just for this. Do they sell a blow up bill?
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
I need a blow up bill.
sold
Bill,
on
if you're
February.
out there, I need a blow up bill, Bill.
I'm right
That's-
on it. You know,
And, this is for clobbering times.
Bill would make a vulgar joke out of that. You realize?
Yeah,
oh,
of course.
well, that's badass right there.
Okay,
Wow.
So make
Yeah.
offer to owner of 82,000 or more, and it's
that all?
yours. Yep.
yeah, but it's almost worth it. Okay, let's keep looking. Let's look at them all. Oh, yeah.
Mm,
And of course, you've got Kirk's. 75 grand. It could be yours.
is that all? I'll bid on it tomorrow.
So the good news is,
Yeah,
Maureen, we have
Mr.
these
Angel,
tunics. The
I
bad
need a
news is
blow
we
up
don't have.
bill, and I'm also going to blow up my bill. I mean, look at these prices. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I do have all of the dad puns going on tonight because Scuba Pete's here.
So yeah, so the good
Here's
news is you can tell us our significant others. We've got these great new shirts coming in. The bad news is I just sold our house.
What's
Only
that?
41,000 for Dr. McCoy. I'm offended.
Is that that's terrible. What about it? Is that Space Station K7 up there? What is that all about?
Yeah. It's,
Is that a model?
It probably yes. Yeah, they had the model for sale. Yep.
The actual model?
Yes, the actual model. Yep.
Oh my God.
Face. Look at D-Force Kelly.
This might have been from DS9 though. Let me check.
My God.
This is from Trials and Tribulations. Yep.
Still, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's too much
So-
detail.
40K.
Still nice though.
Yep.
Oh, that's something.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Mhm,
I love
mhm.
that. Oh, that's a view you never get to see, right? That's so cool from that top view.
Yeah, they had a little bit more detail in that on that one.
Yeah.
That was Con's glove, David. We'll get to it. Don't worry. No, don't worry, cuz.
Yeah, it was God's love.
Well, of course, we have to go to the communicator first because
Yeah.
Then we'll
I
do
was waiting for
There's a
that.
Romulan
How
outfit,
much?
too.
How much? How much?
About $20.
Get out of here. Don't even lie. How much? How much?
It doesn't say, right? It says
Mm.
oh, you have to log in, but I don't want to log in.
So then it must be free. If there's no
Hey!
No,
price.
you
The
can
ears
see
must
what
be
it's.
burning.
You
JT
can
Kirk.
Oh, GT Kirk. I
Hey,
was
JT.
just talking about you.
I just
sweetheart.
mentioned you earlier.
Let me log. I'll log in, but I don't want to give away my
You don't have to do that,
address
do you?
there. Yeah.
Yeah, don't dox yourself.
No, I haven't. No, once I log in,
No doxing.
no die. Oh, I thought I had an. I thought I had a guess I didn't have an account with these guys.
Need no
I'll do it
dancing.
after. All right. Well,
You're fine.
someone can go to the Heritage auction site and see, but I'm sure it was hundreds of thousands of
Some
dollars.
have prices on there, some don't, I guess, but maybe that's
Yeah.
already sold.
So this is one of the three HMS Partners kept one of the three screen used here communicators. So Steve Horsch, yep. I've heard that name before, yep.
Scuba Pete. Manuel, inflation? Oh, wait. That's from Airplane.
Khan's glove, yep.
You are in a position to demand nothing, sir. I, on the other hand, am in a position to grant nothing.
I love the way they do these props. Like this is probably just like some ski glove someone grabbed, and they just said, "Let me
I think
grab
it's
some bits here."
coaching, actually.
Pleasant Valley.
Yeah, BC is
But it
here.
looks so good on the
Pleasant
screen.
Valley
Hey,
Picker.
Pleasant.
Hell, sorry about that, but yeah, stunt Paramount. Yeah, that's so
Only one
cool.
glove, of course.
Look how good it looked. Yep. Well, it's from Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he has the tube. No, those are gloves. Man, that's simple but effective.
Unbelievable.
Love them. I love those. I would take them off just like him every time. The way he does in the movie.
Yeah,
I would always make
slowly,
sure
yeah.
I would hear that music, that horn up. When he's taking his glove off. Every time I'm taking the damn gloves off, but make sure. It'd be pathetic.
Yeah.
Use your teeth for all the
God, look.
fingers.
I don't know.
Chekhov's shirt, $28,000.
Well, it
Sulu
should be way
Mariner,
less than
28,000.
McCoy's.
Holy macamole!
Mr.
28,000.
Chekhov, isn't it?
I never
This
forget
is Grace Lee Whitney's dress. Wow.
I never,
Even
I
one
never,
I've never seen before.
even
Stop
one
it,
I've never seen. I knew you were going to do that.
Mister.
But you imagine being on the show and like one day, like, oh, the dress that you're wearing is going to be, you could sell it for the cost of a car,
I should
Oh,
have
here
kept
we
it.
go. Here you go, Raquel. Life-size display figure to go with
There
your
you go.
uniform.
How much is that? How much is that? How much is that?
Doesn't say.
Doesn't say because I have to sign in.
That's what I say, Max. How much for an agonizer? I've seen agonizers. By the way, and I think duplicate props and stuff.
Come on, Jimmy boy.
I want an
Tis
agonizer.
me, Finnegan. Sorry.
Oh wow,
Jimmy
These
boy.
are $18,000. I can't
Holy
send this to
shit.
my friend Kim. Has the ears from Star Trek 2.
Wow.
Dad bought them for $3,000, I think, or $2,000 back in 1981. So these are appreciated nicely.
You're such a show off, and I love it.
Well, I told my dad to bid on them, and he wouldn't bid. It's like that's crap. It's crap. It's crap.
I mean, crap.
crap.
I don't have to answer questions from plebes, Jimmy boy.
Oh, this is from the original series. Oh, okay.
Jesus. I
Wow.
think about this thing like deteriorate, but like the disintegrating.
Yeah,
It's only what, like rubber or
I guess latex.
some kind
Yeah.
of latex or some shit? I mean, that can't be lasting. Oh, what's that? That little below it.
What do you want to
Oh
say?
my God.
Device, the silver device.
Looks like a
Looks like
some
some
disruptor weapon.
looks like
Scalosian
a
from
Scalosian disruptor.
Wink of an eye.
Wink of an eye. Wow, that's weird. Looks like a
Yeah, you didn't see it that well in the scene.
toothbrush.
Well, they would
She'll
often they would
definitely
take
clean your teeth.
Remember
they would take
in,
common items and just
In the second episode
paste
of
them
Blake
together.
7, in some of those Blake 7, when they were discovered they're weird, what I call the curling iron guns. He says it's a bit elaborate for a toothpick, and then Blake says it depends on how elaborate the teeth were.
That was good.
Is that a vape pen? Yeah,
vape pen. Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah,
it's
it
funny.
is.
Like this, when they
It's a
made these
vape pen.
props, don't forget too. They never TV was low res back then, so they never didn't. This looks
Yep.
okay, but they didn't go
Oliver.
crazy about like, oh, there's a gap there. It's like, who
Right.
cares? No one's ever going to see it on TV. So
With Women's Month, nearby, will you do a segment on women in comics or the women in Star Trek films and TV? Nothing in the works, but
Oliver, he would be an expert to do that because Clubby comes ready-made with a bevy of female comic book artists and authors and he's been teaching me about them. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's going to do a special day, but I'll tell you something. They were already special to him without a special day.
I've never heard of Women's Month. I don't even know what month that is. I just know that I love women every month. But I could, I guess with Trek, it's been overdone so many times. If I did something like that, Oliver, I would actually think about doing something talking about female comic book artists and writers in the old days that no one ever really, when they were not well known, there were very few of them. And talk a little bit about the Marie Severins of the world and the Ramona Fradens and some of the other ones. I don't know. You never know, but I've never thought about it, Oliver, but that's a good question. Are you challenging me to a duel? Yes, if you have the courage. I can never get the bloopers of this out of my mind. You ever remember that you've seen that blooper with them doing that?
I don't think I've seen that blooper, no.
The one where Shatner's when
doesn't he dance away or something?
Are you challenging me to a duel in a real high voice? He goes, yes, if you have the courage, and then cut to Kelly and to Kay and just laughing at how stupid they were.
Ooh, here, look at this. You know, Raquel likes this from her favorite episode.
Yes, baby.
All right, hubby. It's only $11,000. Come on.
Why do you have to sign in for some but not others? I don't understand that.
Well, I guess these haven't sold yet, or
okay.
Why? Are people insane?
Because no one could afford $80,000 for a uniform. I mean,
yeah,
I guess. I mean, if I had to speculate, and now you're making me want to watch The Cage.
I love The Cage. Number one episode.
And we all have a superpower that Raquel doesn't. I can watch any episode out of order anytime. She can't watch The Cage, so she next has to wait.
That's wrong.
Star Trek over again.
Yes, it's wrong. Don't you ever watch out of order.
I want you to
wrong.
I want you to break that and just be able to. If you feel one day I'm missing The Cage, I want you to just throw the damn Cage on or whatever.
Yeah,
episode.
just go watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
JT Kirk says this better not be the fun for the film.
No, Heritage Auction definitely not the fun for the film.
No, well, I don't want to say anything, but
no, I know they have filth from because they don't choose who sell through them all the time. Is that what I think it is? The little buttons thing.
Yeah,
from the console buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, from FX Supervisor. I like those. Yeah.
That's great.
You know, my basement would look so good. The bridge with the actual
that's so
buttons.
cool, right? Yeah. Oh, here we go. All right, so I logged in finally. So let's switch this over.
Okay. Show me.
$7,500.
Moolah. $7,500. But Mark could print those for probably $5.
But these are the originals.
I know, but still. Why did they even take the bridge apart? They should be smacked upside the head.
Right.
Proving to me that you took apart my
You're not doxing yourself, are you?
No.
Making sure.
Yeah, so then we could see what this sold for then. Let's see. Click to view amount.
David wants the Rand's salt shakers. I love it when she smacks Charlie's hand.
Oh,
Viking Flame Gems. Holy shit. $27,500.
55,000.
Woo. Wow. That's when you got money.
125,000.
That's when you've got money to take a wee on.
Well, no, it's I know a couple of fellas here who went to one of these auctions, blew a mint, and opened a museum here.
I got you, but
yeah,
but if I'm saying I would never justify spending that kind of money for myself personally, unless I if you win the lottery and you got $100 bazillion or whatever, money that's what I'm saying, money that you don't give a crap about. Yeah, but other than that,
if I won the lottery,
was that Charlie?
If I won the lottery, this would be on the top of my list. I would have an entire wing of my home that would just be TOS. Would look and feel as though you were on the Enterprise. And every Friday we would dress up Mirror Universe. And we would mirror.
Sadaku 24.
$15,000. Yeah.
$15,000. Oh,
Yeah.
I wish I could have that. I want a life-size Kirk.
Oh, it was on display at
Wouldn't you rather
2021
swap?
LA Comic Con. So it was display figure for Comic Con.
Oh, I was watching this picker show last night, and there was like a 19, like a 19. I don't even want to say what year, maybe 50s or 60s, life size of Frankenstein's monster. But of course, Frankenstein for popularized for regular folk, not the Damon in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. And the pickers were going through this barn and they were buying all this stuff and they're like, "Oh, this is so cool!" And they're going through it. I'm like, "What about the Frankenstein? What about the like?" At that point, I was yelling at the TV, "I want the Frankenstein!"
What did it look like?
Let's go for.
Like, did it look like from the on what Frankenstein iteration did it look like, from books or from movies or?
From like the comic books.
Okay, did it look like Karloff or nothing?
No, it was it very much like the cartoons and very much like comics. Yeah.
Gotcha. Fun fact: there was a Frankenstein comic in the 50s and 60s where Frankenstein's monster was a superhero.
Oh, cool.
Weird, I know.
Oh, this faded. Wow.
Pleasant Valley Picker says, "Do they have a life-size Janice Rand?"
I don't.
This is so cool. This stuff got.
Oh, Gary!
Yeah, Gary. Yeah.
Look at that Scalosian costume. Could you imagine what that smells like?
Could you imagine how embarrassing it was for poor old Jason Evers to have to wear that? I like Jason Evers. Man, he's a good actor. Look at him. He's like, my God, no. I don't mind being. I'm here. I finally get to be on a Star Trek, and I'm wearing this.
Yeah, and the neck piece too, right? Yeah.
Hey, the neck piece makes it. Every man needs a silver choker.
Ooh,
Yep.
cute girls on the episode.
The woke breaker. Good evening.
Woke breaker. Hello. Hail, hail, hail. I love that. Oh, that's really nice art right there.
That's signed by.
Oh
wow.
my goodness. 6,250
Wow.
simoleons.
But look at all the signatures. Wow. Well, like,
I don't know. Let's see who we got here.
all right, we got to sing the song now.
Hello.
Hello, brother.
Stepping out
brother.
to Eden. Hey, brother.
Oh, I got Genghis Khan to the sign there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that
the
Mark
famous
Lenard?
shower curtain hazmats. Oh, I wish I could have those.
Mark Leonard?
Oh no, I guess no. Nathan. I guess just certain people signed. So
Yeah.
I guess no.
Oh, they got Joan Collins.
Wow.
Oh.
Cool.
Did she sign that though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right here, Joan Collins. Yeah.
There it is.
All right.
And look, she even signed it Edith Keeler as well.
Nice.
Both. She signed both. Because Joan Collins is the bomb. I was going to say a curse word, but I love her. She's the best.
Wow. Only we could name all these characters.
Yeah.
Oh, and our great chat, of course.
Yep.
Oh, poor Kirk. Bring him back. Bring him back. Adonis.
Oh. Toxic Man would buy this with the beard. What's
Yeah,
it
but-
say there?
I don't know what that. I can't read that writing, but that's not Robert Brown's signature.
No.
The actor's Robert Brown, right? And Michael Forrest. I meant Michael Forrest is a cool dude.
Marlena. Oh, my goodness. So many great signatures.
Wow, they got a lot of Troy's autograph. George Strachey.
Oh, they didn't get.
That's Shatner.
B.
Yep, this was done probably way after before Shelley and James Doohan died.
No Nimoy signature.
Oh, they
No.
got the Gorn. Awesome.
Oh,
Or did yeah? They got the,
Yeah.
above him.
Right here. Yeah.
they didn't get the Dame.
Is that the Andorian or is that him?
Where?
No, that's a Goran.
That's Michael. Oh, what's the guy's name who played the kid from Oh, I forget his name, but Michael something or the kid right there from Mary. But I felt
Yeah, someone in the chat will help us. Yeah.
I forget his damn name.
And this must
What
be
the-
the.
Ron
She
the
just
Commander.
passed away. The actress, I think, recently, right? Or no?
The Grand Dame.
Yes.
Yeah. What was
Very
her name?
recently.
I forget. She was
Look
gorgeous.
at, they didn't even get the dog.
They didn't even get the dog yet. That's a cool poster. Yeah. This kind of stuff is fun. Yeah.
And that's Michelle Nichols's real signature.
Yeah,
It looks like she was pretty aged. Oh my God!
Wow.
Don't show me this.
Naked time.
Oh my God! Don't show me this. I've dreamt of cosplaying this.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And after I touched
Pollard,
the deadly
thank you.
disease, I would definitely lift up my hazmat suit. And scratch
Thank you,
my
Hungry Michael J. Pollard. That's right.
Thank you.
He was in Bonnie and Clyde, and of course he was in a lot of other stuff. He even played Mr. Mitch S. Pitlick on Superboy.
So
Wow, this is weird.
you could. This is perfect for today's times. Unfortunately,
That thing must be.
Would that,
That thing must be.
would that-
Yeah, you could wear that as
Either
a
way, you could go
Would
to the
that
con
count?
and you wouldn't have to wear a mask.
yeah.
drapery
You just
helmet,
go
yeah.
to the con.
Say, hey, this is this works in
Wow.
outer space.
Is that
Oh
is that Flavius's shirt or
Yeah.
Kirk's?
Looks like, oh, maybe it is Kirk's.
Let's see, what do they say here? Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
For bread and circuses.
Oh, bread and circuses.
And they have the of course with these they have the provenance from the studio, so it's because that's well, not that I could make that, but I'm sure talented cosplayer could make something like that. But you've got the letter of authentication and it's worn by Kirk. It has Kirk's sweat on it. Don't ever wash it. Yeah.
Ew.
Ew. That's a
Whoa!
When I met Bill, he did not smell.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
5,000 for a piece from iMud.
Yeah.
Was it Alice 22?
Alice 22. Yep.
Yeah, Alice was 22.
I don't know. I think they made it.
Illogical.
I think it maybe went to the auction, but I think if you made an offer, I don't know what this means, that you could make outbid it. Maybe, I guess, yeah. So you could,
Isn't that referred to as a Dutch auction? So
I think so. Yeah.
It has to meet $8,625 or it doesn't sell.
Yeah.
So you can basically use like the buy it now feature. Oh my God! Did you just see that?
What?
The gangsters
wow.
of Triskelion.
Wow!
No, back there they had the full set with the tricorder, the communicator.
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
Lady Gaga. Before there was
Wow.
a Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, right? Yeah.
All right, Matt. Have a great night, buddy.
Take care, Max. Thanks for hanging with us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, can't wait to see you on Saturday. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you for stopping by. You were great company as usual. You always are, Max.
Avon lives, bro.
Holy.
This is a replica.
This is replica?
Maybe-
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why would this be in here?
I don't know.
Unless they used it maybe on one of the later shows, or I'm not sure why. It's a copy of to look like a prop, I guess, because it doesn't look they don't look very nice, but maybe
No.
it's made to look.
The communicator
prop.
looks effed up.
Yeah, and I think they did get banged up, through the season,
Yes, but
through
that
the
one
series.
is
Yeah.
particularly shit kicked.
Yeah, I just don't get this one. Yep.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's no.
This
You
is
and I have higher
replica.
quality replicas than those.
Unless it was maybe El Cheapo ones made for just people on the landing party?
I
And
don't
I'm
know,
not sure
but
about
that's not what
because it says
Does
replica
it say on
props
set? But it
by
doesn't say on
Mark.
set.
Doesn't say that, but made by
No.
Mark English, or maybe he worked on these. Maybe maybe he's a guy that worked on the series, and so maybe since he made them, I don't know. I'll do some research on that. Let's see here, and of course you got the Disruptor, Carol Marcus. That's a gorgeous outfit. Yeah. I love seeing that. You see the picture with the outfit.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Love her.
James T. Kirk was not a Boy Scout, and we all booed.
I wonder what size her feet are. Oh, what are little girls made of?
I can't believe they actually had androids back then. Wow.
No, that's not true. The filth invented androids.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And then putting your consciousness in an android body.
Yes.
That never happened before in Star Trek either, right?
Transhumanism? Yeah. What are you talking about? That didn't exist until just this year on the filth. Oh, you're right. Anaximander. Evening.
Wasn't this the outfit that got censored because of they had to make it more cover up more or something happened?
No, the censors who were on set demanded that it be taped.
Oh, just in case
we had glued down because we didn't want to have a nip slip. We didn't want to have a Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Fiasco. So,
that's the famous picture of Captain Kirk with the stalactite.
Yes, it is.
From that episode, yeah.
Wow, look at this Disruptor.
Yeah, someone has a Twitter account, Captain's Kirk something. Yeah.
I've seen it used, yeah. There are Anaximander bears here, yeah. Cool.
Oh, Matt Jeffries drawings. Holy camole.
Wow.
Why is that only $4,700?
I don't know, but a lot of them are in the TOS book if you bought the block text.
Wow.
I looked up the block text, and the block text for the TOS is selling at a minimum for a used one on my side, anyways, of Amazon when I look through for 100 buckaroonies.
Wowzers.
They go up in value.
Look how cool that is. God. I love seeing that, the original, artist conception, even though it didn't match up. Oh, here's the Scalzi, and yeah, look, he drew the prop, right? Yes. That guy's such an artist. So there's the engineering drawing for the prop. So what you do, you draw this and you give this to the model maker who go onto his lathe or onto his Bridgeport, and he's showing, it's 1 inch ID. That means 1 inch interior diameter here. And so it's 6 3/4 length. Yeah, so he's properly dimensioned.
Aluminum.
Yep. So so this is 4. Yeah, and so this makes sense too, because you'd make this as 3 inches, 4 inches. Yeah. You make it easier for the machinist to make. So that's 2 inches.
Nice and shiny too, with lathe turned aluminum.
Yep. Oh,
and Hungry Boy is having a geek-gasm here. He's like, look, real art on real paper. Remember when people could hold a pencil and draw something? I'm with Hungry Boy.
Hell yeah. That's pretty cool right there.
That's nice, yeah.
That's absolutely stunningly beautiful.
Wow.
You're killing me here.
And this was phase 2, I guess. So never used, I guess, yeah.
It looks like something out of Taste of Armageddon.
Phase 2, they say, yep.
Yeah. It's a vintage Klingon Disruptor from phase 2. Yep.
But didn't they rework that from Taste of Armageddon now?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up and confirm.
I'm not sure. Could be, maybe not.
Yeah.
Remember, he had a gun very similar to that, though.
What is the?
There was another gun. No, we saw another gun up there that was similar in shape. Maybe that was it.
Yeah, well, I know they updated the phaser, so the phaser definitely changed color. We had the solid black, and then that went to the gray and the black.
You have on this one of these not too long before you shipped on that one. I saw another gun of similar type. I don't know. Wow, look at that.
A phase 2 tunic. Yep.
Wouldn't you just love to go try to find another dimension where phase 2 actually happened and it
I
lasted
would have
about
loved
3
it.
or 4 years and just watch it?
Now all I
They
hear
come
is the
back.
Beastie Boys. Another dimension. Another dimension.
And by the second season, Nimoy decided, oh, all right, I'll come back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Maybe
what
Oh,
he
by the
this
end of
was.
is
the season.
cool. Shooting schedule. Oh, I love this kind of stuff. Yeah. Like need crane, basket. You know, they're like getting ready. Oh, look at that artwork. Yeah, that's so cool. Extras. Yeah, because you have to plan everything out and on paper. Shooting location. Yep. Oh, this is so cool.
We learned how to do these in university when I took television and radio media arts um, in college. And we actually had to do a whole bunch of dummy documents. And then in university, we did it again for comms. And we actually had to do a full pitch. So we were broken into teams and authors and editors and directors and building these directors boards or these directors files where you just turn sheet after sheet and it's all broken down into a chart so that you know what's happening and what exactly the visual is, who needs to be there, what needs to be there, and so on and so forth. They're a ton of fun to write.
And check this out. Oh, look how cool this is. A memo from Black to Roddenberry saying the narration needs more drama. And look, it's different.
Wow.
Space, the final frontier, endless, silent, waiting. This is the story of the United Spaceship Enterprise. Its mission, a 5-year patrol of the galaxy, to seek out and contact all alien life, to explore, to travel the vast galaxy where no man has gone before. A Star Trek.
Well, I'm so glad they got rid of that. Thanks,
Yeah.
John.
Right.
Keep your comments to yourself.
It's still cool to see that, though.
I
God,
know.
that's so cool. That's so cool. Well, they did. At least they got the where no man has gone before. But it's
Gene
so,
would never allow it to be so hokey as to call it a spaceship. He would never allow that.
but this is so cool. It needs more drama. But just that's how
Hey,
you.
Deadman Clan's here. Sorry to
Dead
interrupt.
man!
Oh, hey, Dad, man. That's just so cool. I love that kind of stuff. That's how much did it go for?
You can't have him, Dad man. He's here. He can't play. He can't play right now. He can't come out to play.
Oh, Khan.
What?
The spacesuit.
Oh my goodness!
If you can even call that a spacesuit, it's a stasis suit.
Mazarus, hey.
Mazarus is here. Hello, my friend. Mazarus says, hi. I couldn't
Hey.
sleep, so I got back up. Glad to see this oasis of friends late at night. Ah, love you. Good to see you.
Good.
Yeah,
good
you
to
just
see
wear
you.
that with nothing underneath to a con.
Hey, but
That'd
it's
be so
original. You have to
good.
let me in. Yeah. Let me in.
That would definitely turn some heads. Right?
Transport. Yeah. Well, depending. Yeah. Or turn heads away. That's cool. Yeah, just the jumpsuit, but yeah. Very cool.
I'm just messing with you there, Dad man. We might let him come out to play tonight.
JT Kirk. Cons
give him a-
fishnets.
Yeah.
We might give him shore leave for the night.
Shore leaf. Yep.
Wow,
This is
that's
something
cool.
I've wanted my entire life.
Oh my!
I have wanted these literally like forever. I just
Hey.
Yeah. There's
Mhm.
actually this cup comes without the black handle, and it's actually an integrated, fully metal handle and cup, and they're
Nice.
stupid expensive.
Mm.
Yeah, from the
Oh,
Final
cool.
Frontier, these ones are.
It was designed for its Enterprise symbol to be visible to the camera when held by the left-handed Nimoy. In the scene, Captain Kirk drinks from his right-handed mug. Oh, so they made a right-handed and a left-handed mug to show the logo would show up. That's sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Yep.
Or you could put
Out
just
by
put the logo on
by
both
the
sides.
campfire.
Yep.
The replicas are insanely expensive.
Originally
Wow.
acquired by a crew member. So it was on I guess on screen then, right? Yep.
Yeah,
For
JT Kirk, an integrated metal handle would transfer heat and burn your
Yep.
hand. For sure it would.
Yeah, because I do have camping mugs that are with metal. They have like a wire metal handle, and you can put it over the fire. And a lot of the scouts make that mistake and they grab the
Handle.
grab the handle. It's like, no,
Ouch!
ouch! You
not-
only do that. Only do that once.
Nirana
Usually.
Max Amanda Bear, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You were too kind. Thank you. I appreciate it. Says, according to Trek lore, how was who or what created humans?
Well, that's why we had to ask why God needed a spaceship, and
Yeah.
then we
Yeah.
realized that wasn't God. So we never
Well-
get that answer, right?
I don't think Trek lore ever says who created humans. I mean,
No.
it's not like Doctor Who where they basically said that like two or three different aliens created humans, like from City of Death or whatever. But anyway, I don't think it's ever been established in Trek lore one way or the other, Nirot, that I know of. I mean, unless someone else does.
No.
No, they kind of leave it for us to figure out. Maybe so. There we go. There's the answer. Stanley. Stanley
He did.
created everything. I remember when I created humans. I said, "Wow, I'll probably become one myself after I create them."
Oh, they have the salt vampire casting. You know
Yeah.
how you could cosplay the crap out of
Yeah.
that?
And you can say I have
Oh.
the original cast. What do you mean you're
Yeah.
part of the original cast? No, the original casting,
The
not
original
the original cast.
cast.
Wow.
I'd like to suck up to her.
Go to
your
the back
type,
of the line. That was worse than mine.
So she's your blood type, is she? Hey, Scuba's off tonight, so
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right, Scuba. Thank you. Yeah. The Playmates has a new line out, and I'll have to do an enabling on that. And they do have a new
Which
phaser coming out.
Which phaser?
This phaser.
Oh, okay. The black two-piece.
So which they forgot to wear that undershirt or shirt in some of the TNG episodes. So who is this worn by? Doesn't say, but it's still very cool.
let me see.
Pleasant Valley Picker says,
that from,
when he
Trek
sees
2?
those,
Okay, yeah.
those lips,
Rathacon,
he's
yeah.
happy to be single.
And Voyager, and we got Rami and
That looks like a Janeway outfit.
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine.
Was that from that last episode of Voyager or something that wanted to show the
Yeah. It sure
It's a
is.
fake!
It's a fake! You beat
Oh, this one?
me.
Admiral Janeway, yeah.
Almost
Yeah.
at the same time, though. It's a fake!
Yeah, oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's that special episode with Janeway.
But that episode with It's a Fake is a great one. That's in the pale
Oh,
moonlight.
that was her stunt doubles, guys.
Yep,
Hmm.
stunt double
Guys,
outfit. Yep.
guys.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh, this is cool. Signed by both. Yep.
David. Cause you something, man. Wearing my Star Trek underoos right now.
I like how JT Kirk says, it's a fake. Oh my God, how much is that
fake.
one? Just so you
$4,000?
know, it's not
How
a
could it be-
fake of the fake.
Why is that so expensive?
What?
Because it's a rare poster, maybe, or what? Maybe
Signed
it's a
by
rare poster.
Ricardo Montalbán and who else?
Mm-hmm.
And whom else?
Kirk.
I can't see.
It must be just
Shatner?
Yeah, Shatner. Yep.
Oh well, there you go.
No, but I'm just saying $4,000. Wow. I mean, I guess because you have both.
Isn't it odd for him to say Captain Kirk? I
I'm
think
not
that's
sure.
an odd signing. Doesn't he just always put, well, on my stuff, he just puts my best Bill.
Yes, Cal, they did at least I don't think they stated it categorically as a fact. It was conjecture, was it not, that a nameless alien race created numerous humanoid
Mhm.
species, including humans?
Yeah, they just entertained that idea. There was nothing to
Yeah.
say that it was correct, and there were always competing ideas, of course, because Gene was on a mission, and he was going through a spiritual awakening of his own, where he was trying to figure out what he cared about, what he didn't care about, and what he could get away with saying on TV, and what he couldn't get away with saying on TV. So yeah, but he did die. A humanist, and was more of an atheist than an agnostic at the time of his death. So, and there's a lovely 82-page, 4-day, I believe it's 4-day interview that we have posted on Saturday Night Star Trek that you can read, where he basically discusses his life right before he died, about a week, scarcely a week, I believe, before he died. And he gave a 4-day interview to Humanist magazine. I believe it's 4-day. It might be more than 4 days, or maybe they just condensed what he said into 4 days. Anyways, it's out there on the open internet.
Yeah, so I don't think they categorically stated that it's in the lore or anything, but they do definitely. It's a theory, like I say. But yeah, I'm fine with not knowing.
Many people were aware of the full canon, the way without it being this sort of moving target in the films, I think they would be shocked. You know what I mean? Like when Kirk wakes up in TMP, and he hears that alarm, it's embedded in his wrist, and so I think a lot of people nowadays would be very opposed to that and would probably hate Star Trek once they learned that. But yeah, it was a Starfleet implant. So yeah, canon is a moving target sometimes, and I think it's because when they had the boss on set, the boss decided what passed the sniff test and what didn't, and certainly he had a grand vision, and so they made sure to ask him things. That's how the transporter was, quote unquote, invented. They didn't have the budget for creating shuttlecraft. And so he said, okay, but let's have a transporter then. And this is what I want it to look like. Let's do this. And thus the transporters were born. So it all depends, what the boss wanted and what people proposed and what the boss finally cleared to be canon.
And in that instance, necessity became the mother of invention.
Mm-hmm.
And a good one.
Yes, exactly. Very clever. He thinks on his feet, and just very inventive man, a visionary. Very, and that's overused when we speak of him. But I think that's just people say it's overused because they're just simply jealous. Just very, very bold and talented writer, Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah, I was watching a couple. It's funny whenever I watch this older stuff before Star Trek that are not science fiction. In this case, westerns and a couple other things. Like I was watching some Half Guns recently. Go, wow, what a brilliant writer! And I'm not saying this just because this is Gene Roddenberry. This episode has not only brilliant dialogue, but the story is so unconventional for a standard western of the time.
Yeah,
and he only wrote over like 23 of them or whatever, but they were great episodes.
Yep. I haven't seen them since I was a kid, but I did watch all of them when I was a kid.
Love it.
Look how cool this poster is.
Wow. Beautiful.
So, let's get the hell out of here. Is that Shatner's autograph?
No.
I'm
not sure whose signature that is.
Looks.
But let's get the hell out of here.
I think it might be
William Shatner. It could be.
Is that Will?
I
don't
think
know.
so.
That's his line. Let's get the hell out. I'll check at the other one.
That looks weird.
His autograph looks weird. It always. You can't really. It doesn't look like William Shatner.
No, but
at all.
In my stuff, when he, everyone always says Bill smiles when I'm near him. So maybe he doesn't always sign it Bill. Maybe he just signs it Bill for the girls.
And Joan Collins is on that poster. God, that's awesome. And why would they write on this? Has ever been a mutiny in a starship before on the Tholian Web episode?
Well,
I'm
there
not
were.
sure.
It's probably why they
I
were
guess
so
because of the madness that was causing people,
Maybe.
the mutiny on the Defiant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But whenever
That's
somebody
right,
says
that's right, yeah.
something special or does something special, something different, do you know what I mean? Like different people will even pay different amounts of money for different iterations of Leonard Nimoy's signature, or like a young Nichelle Nichols instead of an older Nichelle Nichols, and things like that. So they're really particular, but the more specific and the more unique something is, or it's been imbued with uniqueness on purpose or by accident, it sends the value skyrocketing.
Yeah, like this is cool with these quotes on here too. So Walter Koenig with a quote.
Mm-hmm.
So
Where?
these are right here in this section here. Yep. Of course, for Vulcan. Yeah. Walter Koenig. Yeah. Amok Time.
They do that calls for hours. First, we're going back to. I think we're going to get basic. That's all he said.
I love these posters. This is so cool.
Yeah, quite nice. And the chat is lighting
Beautiful.
up, loving them as well. They remind me of the Ortiz collection, which I have.
Oh, yeah, that's Ortiz. Yep, that's Ortiz. Yep.
Yeah.
I love his work. Just.
It's pretty incredible.
And you can buy these. You were showing it as a poster book. You could buy a book with all these posters in it, I think.
Yes, they're all licensed and they're collectors. Yeah. So it's an art book that contains them life size. So it's quite large. And I sent you the link for that. We talked about that. Yep. Oh my goodness, months and months and months
ago. Yeah.
I do have to tell you, Mark, it's definitely worth buying.
Oh, these are gorgeous. Yeah.
I have 2 of them, and I absolutely love them. And yeah, they're sensational.
Arnie Darvin. This is so cool to have a poster with the actors on it.
Yeah. That Oliver says, I salute the lady captains of Star Trek like Rachel Garrett and Catherine Janeway. They may have no sex appeal, but they exemplified women empowerment through their leadership. Well, I wouldn't say they're not. I think Rachel's kind of cute. Mm-hmm. As a toxic male, I appreciate her. I'm not the biggest fan of Janeway as a dude, but I don't think she was terrible or anything.
Well, I think they toned down her sex appeal too on purpose, and that.
Yeah, she was a decent looking woman. Though. I think a lot of Roddenberry's best writing was on Have Gun Will Travel. I love this series. Paladin is such. Yeah, I'm just a huge fan of it. Pleasant, I love it. He's done so many great episodes of that, and of course many other things. I love the show in general, but he's written a lot of great ones. And I was watching The Hanging of Roy Carter today, the one where he used the name Robert April for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and here's Clobberin Tom's favorite episode.
I have all 3 of
Mirror,
these.
Mirror.
Oh,
Ultimate Computer. They're minimalistic, but they're just convey such a beautiful sense of the episode. So
they're beautiful.
Spock versus Spock.
Yeah, I have all 3 of these, and they're absolutely
so you die, Captain.
Beautiful, and I love having them, and they're just the best.
So you die, Captain, and we all move up in rank.
Yep.
No one will question the assassination of a captain who has disobeyed prime orders of the Empire.
That's Walter Koenig signs it there, yeah.
Greatness.
Because
someone had to tell him that.
Yeah,
the guy had to coach him to say that. Write that.
Yeah. But I love it having these quotes on here. That's so awesome.
Yeah, very unique. So very. Oh, DC Fontana. Now that gets my motor running. Come on.
Get your motor running.
Well, come on. That's the author, right?
No, it is awesome. Yeah.
That's, to me, that's.
She was on another
of
these posters too. Yep.
Imagine if you had Gene L. Kuhn, DC Fontana, and Gene Roddenberry sign one of these posters. Oh, I'd just die. I'd die.
That's amazing. I bet that wouldn't be cheap.
Spock
That's the
doubles
holy
on
trinity of some of the best science fiction in our entire society, from the beginning of science fiction till now.
they were the holy trinity of hope and goodness and humanity aspiring for self-actualization.
Yeah.
Them outstanding. Together they were just phenomenal.
Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. They were great.
Is your Raquel?
What happened?
Oh, did we lose Raquel? Her voice kind of went down yet.
Am I
You still
here?
there?
Oh, there you go.
You're back. Yeah.
Hi, I'm back.
You're back. You're back. You're back. You're back. Your front.
Admin,
Your
don't
side.
ask
Your
me to
back.
sing again.
Sing it.
Gary Mitchell signed. Oh, wow.
Wow.
He does a lot of cons. I've
Oh,
seen
this-
him at some cons.
Is that Sally Kellerman there? Yep.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness.
Aw. R.I.P. Sally.
Oh, so beautiful.
I can't make that out. But
Is my internet denigrating?
You're good now. You just went down a little bit for a second there earlier. A little while.
Weird. I don't like it when it does that.
so who said
I'm
this?
paying
He
for the
didn't ask for
fastest-
what happened to him. That's
Hmm?
that quote.
Oh.
He didn't ask who happened to him. Whose
Kirk.
signature is that? William Shatner. Remember that?
Kirk said it. Well, that's what Kirk said that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
I guess
Shatner's
that's
signature.
Shatner right there. He's got a weird autograph.
Yeah.
I
You know, my
know.
mom got an autograph from someone, I think it was Caroline Kennedy. And she's like, your autograph really doesn't look like your name. Can you sign me one better
Exactly.
on this next book? And she was like, give my mom a look. I'm like,
What doesn't look like it? I can see that people, if you're signing autographs, I know you get, boo-hoo, your job is to sign 1 million pieces of books. Well, you wrote the damn thing, sign them.
yeah, sign it better. Your signature doesn't look good. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so we got Shatner twice, Black, Gary Lockwood, Pray to Me, George Takei, Sally Kellerman. There's the quote. I understand you. Least of all, Gary told me that you've been friends since you joined the service. You asked for him aboard your first command. Let's see. So yeah, Juan Ortiz. Yep.
Yeah,
That's
Ortiz
awesome.
is. I will never ever stop collecting his stuff. I don't know how much of his stuff is out there, but I'm just going to keep on collecting until I have everything. I think I have 24 of his works currently. I have 24 of his works currently.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Now this might have been the rock creature at the end of the movie they ran out of money for.
For Trek 5.
It's Trek 5, and then Galaxy Quest famously did it as their end scene. So it's Trek 5 ran out of money. So and the special effects were just so horrendous in that movie. Unfortunately, it was not Shatner's fault, but just I think the first studio overpromised and underdelivered, and they
But they
redo
couldn't get
the
ILM.
effects.
ILM was busy.
Yeah,
That's right. That's Clubby is correct. That's what
Yeah.
happened there.
yeah, and then they hired someone else, and they promised them, everything. Oh, we can do it, and it ended up being a disaster. Then they had to
Yeah.
hire someone
They
else.
didn't have a choice. So
Yeah, which is a shame. And Shatner keeps asking to do a director's cut, and they keep turning him down. But so
well, at the end, having all those rocks come alive and be creatures was. I thought it was a cool idea, but
yeah, it was a cool idea. Yep. So how much for Patty Stew? Only 1,700, Raquel. That should make us happy.
Yeah.
Not that
I
expensive.
wouldn't pay. I wouldn't pay a nickel for poopy stew.
Is this the Android version or the the live version? Yeah.
Oh, it's true.
Careful.
Who would want that ugly mug in their house?
JT Kirk saying, "Be careful where your cursor rests, Mark." Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, signed by the Gorn himself.
Mm.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
No, I won't kill it. Oh, but Shine by Shat. Oh, this is. Oh
Yeah,
my
this
God,
is a
that's cool.
Ferguson, right?
That's awesome.
I will be merciful, Captain.
I absolutely love your Gorn impression. This is a Ferguson, is it not?
Let's see here.
I think that's
It's
a
a-
Ferguson.
Yeah, there you go, Raquel. You got it,
Well, nerd.
nerd. This is so sweet. My God.
Nerd means I know about it,
That's gonna-
folks, but I probably don't own it because I don't have the money of geeks.
God, I would buy that in a second.
Education,
Geeks don't have any money.
post-secondary education has impoverished me, so
Geek-
I'm too broke to be a geek.
Geeks don't have money.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah. Oh, can you right click? Oh, I can save the image and I can print it.
Put you like this. There's no absolute. I mean, some of them do, but many nerds do as well. I mean, I don't know.
Dad man. Yeah, I would not pay anything for Wesley. Not that's a zero.
I happen to know for a fact that Eric Kay would pay all of his life savings for Wesley, so he could add to his already exorbitant, gigantic room that he has as a shrine to Wesley. Just want to see if he's still out there.
Oh, this was given to as a gift to the actress, maybe. Let's see. A gift to Alice Courage, and she gave it away, and now it's getting sold. Come on, Alice.
She needs to make a living.
All right. So
It
that's
looks like one of those gynoids. Remember them?
what from the movie that
No,
Mark
the
Hamill in it?
gynoids. No, the gynoids. They used to be like these female robot type things. That I forgot the name of the artist now. That used to be really popular back in the 90s and stuff. Yeah.
And since I think let's see the new Playmates toys, we can show those really quick. Playmates new toys, but I have to be careful what I show.
I got something to show you after that. So.
Okay, boss.
Don't worry, it'll be brief.
Let's see. I just want to find this real quick just to show you because I think the prices are going to be pretty decent. Here we go.
Poopy Stew.
Poopy Stew.
That's his name. Don't call him anything but Poopy Stew. That's that guy's name. When you tag him on Twitter, make sure you say Poopy Stew.
Poopy Stew.
So we're gonna get a new Enterprise that we can buy.
Better not be filth. Okay, good.
No, that's the original.
It's really
Wow.
So that's Playmates.
Playmates. How much is that?
There's a new line coming out for 2022.
Pete was
How
not
much is
sticking around. These are pretty
It's
decent.
probably about $30, I'm guessing, or $40.
That's decent. It's better than having to pay like
That's a
$400
guess.
for a.
Yeah, it's a guess, but let's see. Do they have prices here? Let's see here. Come on, scroll back.
I'm sure does it light up a little bit.
Oh, here, yep. Let's see. So 18-inch ship, lights and sound, summer launch. So we're going to get those. We're going to get next gen. There we go. Awesome. We're going to get these figures from Wrath of Khan.
Pop Culture Republic has an answer for you, Clobby. Wonderful.
Oh, yeah, Cyarama. That's right. Thank you. I always forget the name. I got a buddy of mine who's big into those Cyarama gynoids.
Thanks, Pop.
Thank you, sir. Well done, Pop. Yeah, we can count on our chat, man. If I forget something, they got me.
Yeah, let's
That's
see.
exactly right.
Oh, here we go. Here's the better article it's showing. There we go. Let's grab this one up here.
Scuba says, I've got the Phaser, Khan, Kirk, and Spock on pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store. And Pop Culture Republic, Pop says, you're welcome.
Well done, sir.
So you got those figures.
So Scuba got the figures above. May I see what Scuba ordered?
Oh, so 49 here, Entertainment Earth. Let's see. So
let's go see what Scuba ordered. Oh, come on. There's filth. You're burning my eyes.
I can't. Well, I can't.
Burning my eyes.
It.
But there's more good than filth, though.
Didn't I just
$30? $30.
Where Gene Roddenberry, DC Fontana emphatically said that it wasn't a kid's show, and then you show me filth.
Well, your complaint has been noted.
In public.
Please file your complaint with Counselor Troy.
Sending shin kicks. Somebody give me a pain stick.
Wow, look at that Kirk one.
So that's $50.
Wow.
For the ship.
Damn it.
It's not bad actually, but a little bit. Everything's more money now. So
that one's nice.
A lot of nice lights there because the models that I have, and I'm sure you have that one, Clobby. You got that. They don't have the decals and as many lights, I think. So
no.
So that's
Nice.
$50. And we got
How much are the
Kirk?
figures?
Yeah, I want to see the figures.
$16.
Ain't bad.
Not bad
Nice.
yet. What size is it? 5
5 of
1/4.
these. Okay.
And
All
it comes
right.
with accessories.
Like it.
Of course, I'll have to buy those. Yep. So much for the action figure moratorium. So I guess
This
they're
is-
all.
By the way, this is the 40th anniversary, and this summer we will be celebrating Rathacon at 40.
It's 40 years ago. Oh my God! That I sat in
Don't
I
even.
sat in the front row. I
Oh.
got to meet Spock 40 years ago, and
I did a big Rathacon show 10 years ago on BTR, and the BTR people were excited about it. They go, "Wow, we love Rathacon. Everyone loves Rathacon." So
I cried
yeah.
in the theater. I couldn't believe it. Bawled my eyes out.
I love it.
And you didn't show
Spock.
Don't worry, we have the last lap on that filth. Nobody's going to buy it.
Yeah, that's why they're including more original stuff. If you noticed.
Oh, Nurot Anaximanda Bear would like to know how much Data is.
I'm assuming they're all the same, but I shall show you data
We'll
because we all
check,
love data.
Probably all the
that's
same,
the
though.
Fun in the theater, Hungry Boy. I saw it in
Oh.
the theater. I clearly remember that watching the entire film. And I was young, but not too young. And I was so heartbroken I couldn't even eat my licorice.
I saw it 10 times at the theater. Twice the first day.
That's the
I have
retro
that in
packaging.
dwarf, but I've got the one from the 1990s. Somebody bought it for me as a present. I've got the 1990s version of Worf from the plane.
Yeah. This is like the old throwback right here.
It is Clobby. The even the box is the same with the hook in the hull.
It's identical. Yep.
Yeah, identical. Yeah.
Pretty much. Yep. And there was a misprint on data. There's a speckled data, and there's a different. If you have the original figures of data,
Speckled Data. What is this? Twilight Data? Is he a
They-
vampire?
they painted him wrong. So if you find an original data that's speckled, and there's different color, that are really
Mr.
worth
Angel, take it
a
easy,
lot of
Mr.
money.
Angel.
Yep.
Oh,
Good night,
you leaving? Good night, Chef.
Good night,
Thank
Mr.
you
Angel.
so much
Have a
for
good one,
your
Chef.
company,
Chef.
and I will see you on Saturday. Cook good things.
Yes. Have a great one.
So I guess we just had there's no communicator, is there?
Get this SHIT off the screen.
I'm trying to find you a communicator.
You're putting more crap up here.
And why is Sleepwalker Clobby
I don't know. What?
in Doctor Strange? That was a horrible series. It was like 25
He's probably going
episodes.
to be in the movie.
He's going to be in the movie, but
I don't
he's
know.
such a horrible
Is he?
character.
It's a
I do have
stupid
issue
character.
number 1, so okay, everyone buy this figure.
What other Marvel
So-
Legends they got on there?
Yeah.
all
Oh
movie-
my goodness,
movie crap.
Hungry Boy! I remember when they were removing the organs from the theaters. Oh my gosh, it's
Oh,
so
this is-
weird to have you say that. Oh my goodness, don't you miss
That looks
the
like crap.
beautiful swimming pool
Crap.
effect of the old theaters, Hungry Boy, where you would want to get right to the beautiful hump? But for Wrath of Khan, I did not sit on the hump. I actually sat in the top balcony area to the left at my theater.
Well, it's been a long time since we had balcony theaters and down here, but in the 70s we had some.
Yeah.
That looks like Poop-a-doop.
Poopy doop.
Oh,
So-
well.
So,
Let's
well,
see, I
sorry
got-
about the filth, but
That was
We can
unavoidable.
stop this.
It was unavoidable.
Yep.
Let's see here. We've got one other thing, little quickie, something cool to look at here. That's I can't wait for this to come out. It's going to be all the way to August, but it's still cool. Alex Ross showed a couple of pictures from his new Fantastic Four book coming out, and it's just I can't wait for this thing, man. Yeah, I hope he doesn't ruin it. Takes
You're right.
hope it doesn't
Sadly,
ruin it.
oh Wesley, I would have bought that for $16.
This is amazing. Look at him doing a Kirby collage type
Ooh,
look.
wow.
It's fantastic. What's it called?
Holy cannolis.
Fantastic Four. What's it called again? Full Circle. Look at that.
Is that going to be just like a trade paperback, or is that he's actually
Yeah,
doing a
hardcover.
run?
And it's funny how it's Marvel. This book called I'm not going to hold it against them. It's called Abrams Books. because it's nothing to do with the scumbag.
Yeah.
Abrams' books in conjunction with Marvel, but it's Ross doing the story. I hope the story is just acceptable enough to where the art will be so gorgeous you won't care. Because look at that. Jesus Christ, man.
Wow.
Oh, my God. I will have it. They look like the real deal FF. It's beautiful art.
That looks awesome.
Top-notch art.
It is just, I mean, I love Ross. As a person, Ross is an ass, but I love his work. No denying.
That's top-notch art right there.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful. And look at her posterior and her legs.
Yeah, she's got muscles there, actually, too.
The faces are amazing. Look at his face in the upper left-hand corner.
Well, he paints everybody, and he sometimes uses models to paint. People who actually come in and dress in the costumes and stuff and paint. So he's a painter. He's not really a comic book artist in that sense, but he's still a comic book artist because they put his art in comic books. I love how this looks like an homage to the old black light posters of the 70s.
Nice.
Those colors right there.
I just said the same thing that you just said, and you both said it at the same time.
Yeah, it's just beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Gorge.
We gotta wait.
When's
till
this
August.
coming out? August, you said?
And hardback.
Yep, it's gonna be a hardcover, which I love. This
Any
I will
idea the
have.
price,
Dude.
or is it be like $50 or
I think it's gonna be like a $25 or something. I don't know, something
not
like
too
that,
bad.
Probably. It's nothing outrageous from what I've heard anyway.
Oh,
I'm
good.
sure
It's
there'll
not
be
gonna
some
be like
editions.
Yeah, it's not going to be like a
No, I think it's gonna
omnibus
be
bazillion dollar one. Yeah,
it's been a while since I've read all some info on it, but I think, could be wrong, but I think that's what it's going to be. And he takes forever, so has to have been working on this for a long time. It's about time the FF got some respect around here, up in here.
that's for sure.
And,
yeah, because the new Thing series has. Did you get a chance to read those books?
Not yet.
The latest one.
I will though. I want a poster of this.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, $25 I can see. Yeah, something like that. But I have not read those yet. I plan to though. We will definitely talk about them. I don't know if you want to.
Would work. Hungry
What's
Boys.
that?
Sorry to interrupt you, Captain. Hungry Boys. Is that the way the color would work? My husband is an artist, talented artist. He does public art. Or he did. Is that it's turning pink from the flame? Is that what's happening? Because it's like an electric blue suit. Where is that pink coming from, Hungry Boy? Could you tell me? I know you haven't read it, obviously.
I guess they're in the negative zone, probably.
Yeah.
So well, he would know if anybody would.
Pink one. I just want to see like what's happening here with the light. And see,
looks like a black light.
Blue.
Don't you think, Hungry Boy? It looks like they're doing sort of an homage to black light posters.
I'd like
Maybe I'm wrong.
I'd like you guys to talk more about that if you don't mind, please. Look at how their posteriors and their muscles, they're all blue, typical of their suits. But whatever light is being cast on them, it's pink. Look at even Thing. Thing is orange, and then it bleeds into pink. So I wonder what's going on here. It's really super cool.
Seems merely to be an emotional effect, a la black light as Clubby's. Yeah, definitely that's definitely a throwback to the black light posters that Kirby did.
Yeah,
and just like that first page is a throwback to the classic Kirby collage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
very interesting. It's really beautiful. I love hearing Clobby and Hungry talk about this. Hungry Boy says many times comic lighting is anti-realistic. Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely crazy stuff, because one of the most innovative.
Her breasts are, and look at how perfect her weight is. Look at look at her stomach. It's the perfect amount of muscle that a woman that would have that size of legs would have. And then look at her bicep. Like her proportions are just his proportions when he's drawing. They're so good. I just can't believe how good this is.
In lighting in Italian films in the 60s and 70s, yes, like Argento, for example. Maybe that's a very Argento look to it.
Hmm.
To quote to paraphrase Robert Meyer Burnett in Free Enterprise.
So unpack the back. What's going on in the back? It looks like a cornucopia of scary ass monsters.
The reason why it looks like a real woman, JT Kirk, is because he painted. He had a real model. He gets real models to wear the dress up and pose for him and paints them.
It's incredible.
And
JT
Clobby
Kirk-
poses a thing.
Of course. He did a lot of time studying the human form. Oh, like, yeah, I mean, no, yeah.
and it
Let's
paid
see
off.
here.
Yeah.
What's that exactly, Clobby and Mario Bava? Oh, Brava too. Yeah, I don't know much about Brava, but I know about Argento and Antonioni, like that. So
Look at the man's face in the top left-hand corner.
are you in Reed Richards?
Reed
Mr.
Richards.
Fantastic?
Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
guys know
again, that's
academic
Mr.
medical
That's Mr.
comic.
Fantastic. Yeah,
That's gorgeous. This is outstanding work.
This is only 3 images from it. I can't wait to see this thing. I love
Well-
this one too. Again, he's not traditionally a comic book artist, but he tried to do it. And yes, he does comic books. Don't get me wrong. He doesn't really do cartooning that much, but he really went all out to make this look very Kirby feel to it. Because if you look here, he's using more of a standard page layout with the borders than they use in modern comics and crap like that, which I love.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, all comics have panels one way or the other, but some of these upper panels look more like older comics because of these borders, these white bordering. But yeah, this is a very, very Kirby setup to the panel arrangement, I think.
This is the same as directing a film, because what you're doing is you're limiting and expanding the lens. So you're changing the story through perspective. And so you have all these different perspectives. You have all these different lenses.
Yes.
I will say this. That's just about the best thing I've ever seen, with the exception of Kirby. I think that thing in the second page, first panel up at the top, I cannot believe the face. It makes you think that the thing is real. That is the artwork is unbelievable.
Layout.
Well, he's one of the all-time greats. I mean, my opinion.
And he really, I mean, it's almost like he painted it off of one of those statues made by Bowen or something.
Yeah.
In a sense, and I love those 2 pages right there. And this, this here, if you look at the black, see all the black and white. You got some color panels up here, moving into this black and white shot, which is a double pager. This is classic Kirby. These things, these big black and white pages were called a Kirby collage. That's what they're actually called. He invented it for comics, where there'd be 2 pages, and you'd have color images, and you'd have all this insane black and white background. He used to use crazy images and stuff. Ross couldn't even do it justice, but he really did a nice job on this. It's an unbelievable piece of work. Look at it. Way combines colors with the black and white in the background. This is gorgeous stuff. It's unbelievable.
So those 3 pictures that are in the top, they're moving the story forward, but they're panels within the collage. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
That's really incredibly effing cool.
Yes.
And I absolutely love this. And I just want to point out again, look at the woman's body. She looks totally real. I absolutely love her body. She is just absolutely beautiful. And look at those thighs, Hungry Boy.
I'm glad she's not invisible.
She's absolutely. Look at her hair.
I love what you said there, Hungry Boy. So this is very 1968 compared to the wild Ross layout of Kingdom Come. Yes, I love Kingdom Come, but he was still fairly early on. Of course, Marvel's, I think, is better work than Kingdom Come, even though they're both great stories. And that was earlier than Kingdom Come. This is not your standard Ross fare. This is his baby. Apparently, I think he's even rewrote it. Of course, he's done a lot of co-plotting before in his time, and he really wanted to make something. He loves Kirby, and he wanted to do something that was not just his own style, but a wonderful homage to Kirby. And if the rest of the book looks anything like this, and the story isn't really, and I can't see him writing anything, that trashes the characters. So if it's not anything horrible with a bunch of garbage in it, modern-y garbage in it, I cannot wait to see this. And he also said Kirby did this. Yes, he did the Kirby collages with Xeroxes. I mean, it's crazy stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
You ever seen a Kirby collage? Good Lord.
Hungry Boy says, yeah, within the layout, yes. And we've been doing that since Steranko in 68, Raquel. Listen, Hungry Boy, I've never seen anything like this before. I think that it is absolutely incredible. I love this idea that you're whispering the plot forward, and it's happening inside of someone's brain instead of on the page. And yet it leads you there through these three little whispers, these little whisper windows, and then you have the collage proper. I think it's a stroke of genius, literally and figuratively. Really, really great. Very exciting stuff.
Well, let me just show you. Let's see here. Have you ever seen a Kirby collage, Raquel?
Never.
Well, let me show you what.
Oh yeah.
This
The first time I saw one in the
Show you
comic,
what-
I was like, "What the heck is that?" And I was like, "How did he draw that?" You know, like, I
Imagine-
was like,
Yeah, imagine you're a kid.
the first time you're a kid,
as
as a kid, I was like,
in the
"How
late
was he able to
60s.
do that?" Yeah.
in early 70s, and you open up standard comic book, with all the pages and the drawings and whatnot, and then there was a lot of drug use back then, and Jack didn't use them, but
Lots of authors and artists use chemicals to facilitate what they do, and it's a shame. It's a shame.
he didn't need it.
No.
These aren't the biggest of pictures of them right here, but
That's cool.
Yeah, seeing that, I was like, "How did he do that? That's so cool."
Yeah.
it's
very
yeah,
nice.
it's again, if you look at
So Hungry Boy saying they would do that on the
nuts.
copy machine, and then he would put the original art
Yeah.
over the
Yeah.
collage, I guess, and then they'd take a
That's-
picture of it, I guess. Or
Well, it looks. The idea though is it makes it look 3D. So it
Yeah.
actually looks like those characters. You could pluck them out of the artwork. Like when
Well, here's
Claudia put his action figures in front of the art that Apollon Minion made him. You could just pluck them right out of thin air.
you can't see this in all that big well, but he started going really crazy with these things, and the images in the background just nuts for that to be in a comic book.
But it's highly intellectual. It's very cerebral. It's very artistic. I've never seen anything like this before. And Hungry Boy says panels range from nudging you awake to knocking you through the wall, Raquel, unless you are a Twitter artist. Laughing out loud. And then Hungry Boy said to you, Mark, that at times glue and X-Acto knives were
Wow.
used to help bring it all together. And Hungry Boy is in on the inside joke here,
Yep.
which is that he and I do not like it when people go off the rails with the proportions. I just don't like
Yep.
it. And Hungry Boy doesn't like it either. So he says, thank God Golden didn't do those thighs. Or
Yeah,
and I
Thunder
have to
thighs.
say, yes, yes, yes. And if you want to see proportion, boy, this is an exemplification of it here tonight. This is a celebration of bodies, just of the human form. And it's lovely to see. I think we've had quite enough of the exaggeration.
Here's a nutty one right here that I've always left from a Kirby piece. Again, he just takes all these crazy objects and gives them a black and white background. This is one of his earlier ones, but
That's an amazing
you
one.
see
Yeah.
Thor with the flying through there with the recorder. It's just wow.
You hear this, JT Kirk? He says, as a musician, I can make what's traditionally known as art. These pages are on an entirely these pages are art on an entirely higher level. Just wow.
Yep. And
As a kid, you were just so lucky to have this talent, to tell stories to you. I mean, it was just ahead of its time, and when I first saw of course, I didn't see didn't have these original books, but saw them in reprints, and it's like, wow, those are so cool. It's like, how come no one else is doing this? But it really was such an imagination to have all these gorgeous collages. And I didn't know what they were as a kid when I first saw them, but
Yeah, this is incredible.
really cool.
Yep. And so that's just, I wanted to show you these to give you an idea. And these are not even some of us wackier ones, but this gives you a basic idea of what Ross is doing with those pages, what he's throwing homage to that.
He
So
got the idea from,
yeah.
I think it's amazing. But I have to say, Ross's own spin by having those 3 windows. It's like you have 3 windows open in your mind,
Right.
and he uses the color to differentiate how to
Right.
move the story forward, but he doesn't move the story forward.
Yeah.
You do, as he nudges you
Well,
with the suggestion of what's happening, and then the rest
Right.
happens inside of your mind.
he
That
also
is
got that
pretty
from Jack, by the way.
outstanding for an effing comic book. Let me tell you, man.
Well, he also got that from Jack because Jack did it way before he did.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah. So absolutely.
Yeah.
And again, that's what I love about him. Looks like he's paying real great homage to Jack with that stuff. And you're doing that, you're doing it right, Alex. So Alex Ross. So keep up the good work, Alex Ross.
Yes, bravo, bravo. That's certainly not. I don't want to sound like a snob here, or but I'm new to comics, and that's. I wouldn't exactly call that a comic book. If that's comic books, then everyone should be reading comic books.
They are. Look at this. This is when this came out.
Yeah.
In a 25-cent comic book that a kid picked up with drawings on it like that, and then you would open to the big double page. Kirby was always, crazy anyway, with amazing, beautiful pop off the page art. And so, yes.
How was this? Just
this
so much talent and just so little money and so much passion and beauty. It's just, where is it? It's gone.
I can tell you this. Back then, the way the companies were, Jack was the only one that get away with doing this because of who he was. No editor in their right mind would let him do something insane on a page like that. That's like, look, this is for kids.
Who do you think you are, Jack Kirby?
Yeah, who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are, Kirby?
Yeah, and that's pretty much how that went.
Yeah.
But only Jack could do it, and he just throws it in the middle of a story, a big 2-pager.
Looks like a photograph. Looks like these little figures, figures that you could just pluck out of the air, and that they have physical form over top of black and white photographs. That's exactly what this looks like, and it is outstanding. Did he just call Kirby a cosmonaut of the mind?
That's what it was.
Hungry boy, do you have any idea how much I love you? Oh, I love you.
Jack Kirby had the most potent imagination of the 20th century in terms of comics and other mediums too. It's not even close. But again, I'm about Kirby. I'm a little bit biased. Sorry. Anyway, but yeah, so it's good to see Alex Ross maybe going to be giving us something to
sink your teeth
to enjoy.
Yeah.
I mean, I really hope so. I can't wait to get that book, and that's beautiful. So
yeah.
George,
thank you for sharing. That was an amazing show and tell, Clubby. As always, we learned.
That was awesome. Yep.
We got to look at some really sexy, gorgeous stuff, and most importantly, this nerd got to learn some stuff.
Well,
it's amazing how. I was gonna say it's amazing how a show comes together, right? We didn't plan anything.
Absolutely, no plan. Best not to plan things, I guess.
I was running to get that glassware, 5 minutes before. I'm like, what can I show tonight? I got to have something to show.
In the not too distant future, we're always gonna come up with something, but sometimes we don't have something. We all have there's enough experience between the three of us to think of something. But so I got a lot of different ideas that I want to tackle for the future for us to talk about. So don't worry. Yeah. But anyway, I want to thank everyone for being here with us tonight. You were all extraordinarily fantastic. I mean, I love. This is just, I love all my shows, having fun on all my shows. And it's always great hanging out with my buds, the Trinity here, just geeking out.
Yay!
Thank you. Yep. The feeling is mutual.
Yes. Love you. Thank you
for triplicate
space for us. And, I appreciate it so much. And I just want to thank all the wrenches. And I just want to thank everyone for being here tonight. And thank you for sharing your expertise and all the cool things that you love.
Well, I want to thank you, number one. And before we get out of here, we'll do some goodbyes and show notes after you tell us a little bit about your wonderful works of science fiction that you have out there.
You're so generous with your time.
No, I'm not.
With your forum. I love you so much. Yes, folks. If you like some good old-fashioned science fiction, that's a little bit like Edgar Allan Poe. So there's a bit of wordplay and there's a little bit of magic happening in there. Not magic. It's science fiction, not science fantasy. But yeah, you can head on over to Amazon, or you can open up your Kindle device and look up R.M. Briggs. Short stories, only 74 cents, I believe, American. And I appreciate your support.
Well, let's, what I put it? Okay. No buttons. Thank you, Eric. Eric put the other one in there. Okay.
Eric's got us. Yep, covered it.
Eric,
Well,
thank you, honey.
Well, our chief engineer, what do you have going on with your bad self these days?
With my bad self, I've violated the action figure moratorium, so I've got a Thunderstrike video. I did have one for a few years. Remember when Marvel Legends came out with those crummy 4.5-inch figures?
Oh, well, that doesn't
Mark,
count.
Yeah.
trouble. Don't tell Mrs. D.
Yeah, I got to be home for the package delivery. Oh, and I got my Batwing today too. So maybe I'm going to build that.
Oh my God!
I might have to build that on stream or do a video of that. Do you guys think I should live build that, or
I think you should.
You should live build it.
Yeah, you should do a video while you're building it or something, and you should
might
do an
take
unboxing
hours.
of it just on Geekery Sunday Night Geekery for a second.
That would be fun. Yeah, we can unbox it and then
Yeah,
do
and then
some
you
live
could pull
streams.
down all of the videos
Yeah.
if you wanted, and then you could like edit it so that it would be one.
Yeah, like one, or you could speed them up too. Yeah, so you could do a yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
so
I got
then
that.
you just do like live session 1, live session 2, live session
Live,
3,
see?
and then you could just do a full video of it with it all clipped out, and maybe you could do some inserts, do some interludes, and just say,
Yeah.
I did this with this,
Yeah.
because this piece broke or whatever, right? Not that you're going
Yeah.
to break anything.
No,
Don't
better
break
not break it.
anything.
Don't break it. Yeah.
But,
I get with Mark as he builds the Batwing.
Yeah, and then people can join you, and then it's also about the chat and people asking you questions. But then if people just want to speed watch the full video and maybe hear these little interludes of you saying, well, if you want to do this, you should probably do this, and this is what I learned from this part, and you know what I mean. So you get the biggest bang for the buck, and everybody gets to enjoy it. That's my
Thank you. All right, I'm seeing do it live. All right, I'll do it live. Thank you.
There you go.
And Scuba
You're done.
Pink, thank you for
Thanks.
covering for me. He's going to create a distraction so I can sneak the toys in. Much
And
appreciated.
Sunday night, you have Sunday Night Geekery, of course.
Sunday Night Geekery is coming up. Yep, thank you. So it'll be Sunday night. We'll have usual panel and maybe some new people. Hopefully Scuba can make it. And Courtney was there last time, which was fun. And the great Steve Mitchum, Dadman was there, and Pat S. And it's great time to hang out. And
suspects.
the usual suspects. Sometimes Raquel shows up, but I know that's your family night, so no obligations. But once in a while, you pop in to say hi in the chat, which is appreciated. So
Well,
I know you're
'cause
doing
you guys
game
are,
night.
like the best people ever. How can I resist? How can I not show up at least once in a while? But I will tell you this: every game night, when supper is done and we're having a glass of port and we're about to begin the game of cards or Scrabble or whatever we're playing that night, the first thing I say is, the boys are about to go live.
Oh,
Thank you. Do you ever play a
Nice.
Star Trek game? Or
No,
family game night?
no.
No, I tried playing with my family and they told
Then-
me to take my ball and go home.
Well, yeah. So I got a couple spinner rack videos out now that just came out the past couple of days, and I'll try to get a few more out, like 2 more out before the month ends out for week 4. Everyone, let's see what other show notes are. Saturday night Star Trek, same Trek time, same Trek channel.
Yeah.
4 more episodes as we near the end of season 5 of Star Trek: The Next Generation. And I don't know what was. We. That's what I always forget that part. Then back to the old regular time slot will be Monday night Mark C Comic Talk. It'll be my Clobbering Times annual Superman birthday bash. Yes.
Dun, 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 dun. I can't
What
believe
will
it's been a year.
Can't believe it's been a year celebrating the
Wow.
greatest superhero of them all, as I often am wont to do. And we're going to do it. And I don't know what I'm going to do. We did it a year ago and did it on a Sunday, made a big old special show out of it. And that was a lot of fun. But I do it every year. And I don't know. I'll just talk all things soups, though. That's for sure. And then Wednesday night, the great Nick Weiser, my good buddy, the 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser, will be joining me for a CLOBBERIN Classic Comics review. Daredevil Born Again, the Frank Miller, Dave Mazzucchelli masterpiece. Cannot wait. One of the greatest comics ever made. What a beautiful, brilliant story. And I'm looking forward to talking about it with my buddy, Nicholas. So, that is about it. I want to thank you. Let's see who we got in. Let's see how many people we can remember. The great Scuba Pete. Thank you, Scuba Pete. The great Hungry Boy. The great Bronze Wrencher Eric K. Good to see you, bro. Pop Culture Republic. Good to see you. Thank you, Pop. Let's see here. David Rayborn, my brother, my cousin, actually.
Cuz.
Yes, indeed. Good to see you, cuz. JT Kirk, thank you. Zacharot. I'm gonna get we like to get everyone shouted out. Sometimes we forget people because if they're already gone. The great Lord Doc was here earlier, as was Phantom Outsider. Pleasant Valley Picker, the great Steve Mitchum, our good buddy. Ninat Anaxamanda Bear, Oliver Belamonte, Kal-El. Kal-El, I hope you can make it for the Superman show, brother. I'm looking forward. I hope you can make it, man. You should come and hang out with me and talk Superman one time, or once. Well, when you can, of course. Who else? Chris, the great Canadian Wrench, Chris Persia was here. What's up in here with us earlier? J-Man was here earlier. The great J-Man was here. Let's see here.
Follow that J-Man character. He's a
Follow
very kind and
J-Man,
sweet
everyone.
person.
And please, and by the way, if none of you have yet, please go subscribe to Mark D with a C and put his name out. He's only a couple of subs away from 200. Let's get him to 200.
Get him over the hump.
We're getting you to 200 this week.
Yeah, no, I lost a sub. I went down to 194.
That's normal, but
that's
normal,
ridiculous.
Who did you
Please
offend?
go sub Mark D with the C. And can you do me a favor? Zacharot. Did we call it Zacharot? Zacharot. And everyone else in the chat. Could you do me a favor? Could you share the URL on your social media and just tell everyone how wonderful Mark D with the C is and that they should order a Doomsday machine from him because he's a great maker? Do that for me, please.
Thank you.
Pretty please.
Oh, Snail Messiah was here. Mr. Angel was here. We got all those names in.
Here.
I don't know who else though, because I can't remember with all. We give them all the proper shout out on Saturday nights, but I like to give them.
No, Apollome's Minion and Pupper and the lovely
Pupper.
Sherry was here as well.
Yes, Apollo, love you there, and the beautiful, lovely Sherry was here. Sherry, shout out to you. I'm not sure who else is. Anytime we miss anyone, folks, it's not it's just it happens. But I will tell you that Mazarus was here. Thank you. Well done. Yeah, I think we got Andy Masterson was here for a second there too.
Yes,
so.
Another maker. And Eric would just like Mark to know that he's going to immediately go and unsub from his channel so that he can immediately resub his channel. So that
for
me.
me.
Oh, and Scuba Pete, can you please kiss Leslie's face for me? And also your gorgeous offspring. Give her a smooch for me.
Dad Man was here earlier too.
Yes,
Dad Man Clan.
Dad Man and the Dad Man Clan.
David
Okay,
Rayborn.
I think we got everyone.
I got the cuz there. I handled it. The cuz
And Phantom Outsider.
I got him too.
Okay, good.
They have
Wow,
all been mentioned.
The chat actually goes all the way back now.
Yes, that's probably why they were having problems with it because it does go all the way back now.
You can go. I'm going all the way back to the beginning of the show.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because I'm seeing like LT at 10:52. Yep.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, well, it does now. Yeah, that's right.
Wow, that's amazing.
I heard that. I saw someone say that on a stream. Yeah, someone said that on the stream. And that's cool that it does that, but that's not. I mean, that's not a big deal. If you have a bazillion people, that's kind of crazy. But as long as you have that star thing and it doesn't hang up on you, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
That I love.
Well,
nice
Nerdrotic must have not that big of a file in his
Hey,
stream,
did
right?
we call out Pop? We called out
can't
Pop
do that on
Culture
there.
Republic, right? We did. We called out Pop.
Oh yeah, Pop. Sure, Pop.
Phantom Outsider.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, got him.
Yeah, we got him. Yep, we got him. Yep.
Thank you,
just
Oliver.
Just like you hate to miss someone, but yeah.
You hate to miss somebody. You're gonna, sometimes we forget. So,
Eric wants you to know that he just unsubbed you, and now he's
There you
just
go.
re-subscribing or re-subbing. There you go.
Thank you, Eric. Yep.
I got Pleasant. I believe I got Pleasant. Sometimes I forget who I already called out, but that's okay. Thank you all so much for being here tonight with us. And of course, always a big, big thanks to our wonderful, fantastic first officer for this intro, outro for CLOBBY'S Clubhouse. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you out there on the streams and videos. Clobberers, clobber on.
And Max Redstone.
Max Redstone, indeed. Wow.